Welcome to the Black Diamond Podcast. I'm your host, Will White, and we have a great episode tonight on dating and kind of what the dating market is today. So stay tuned. I'm joined with three lovely ladies tonight, and let's get into the episode. All right. Welcome to the podcast. Few announcements to make before we get into the episode. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. So for all of you watching right now, stop the video and subscribe to the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment. Also, follow me on Instagram at Black Diamond Pod. Follow me on Twitter at B Diamond Pod. And yeah, let's get into introductions. We got three ladies on the show tonight. We're going to talk about dating. So let's get into introductions. Let's start off with your name, age, education, your profession, and relationship status. Who wants to go first? All right, Megan, go first.
Why?
Just
Why
your
I
name
gotta
and
be the first
age.
one? Okay, my name. My name is Megan. Okay, my
Okay.
age. I'm 28. What else? What do you want to know? Profession,
Your education.
education level. Black, young, and educated. I have a bachelor's, about to be master's, mommy. I'm a nurse. Typical.
Nurse.
I'm a nurse. I'm
What's
toxic.
your relationship status?
My relationship status. My relationship status is a funny thing. I
It's
have a boo
complicated.
thing. I have a boo
It's
thing.
complicated.
It's complicated. It's complicated.
All right, that means you don't
Yeah.
respect the nigga you with. Cool.
No, I respect him very much. Very, very much. That's not true.
All
You
right.
know I respect him. Stop playing with me. Because you know. You're like
So
backstory. William's like my childhood friend. You know, I don't bring nobody around nobody. So he knows what I'm talking about. So yeah.
if a relationship status is complicated though, like
If it's complicated, what?
is that respectful? I don't know. I
It's
feel like if you really respect the dude, I feel like, you like, yo, that's my man right there, you know?
that that's my man. That's my man. I'm gonna
Alright,
stand beside him.
okay.
I'm gonna stand beside him. But he's not he's mad at me right now, so I'm with him
Alright,
right
we'll keep it
now.
going. Alright, we'll keep it going. We'll keep going.
Next person.
You guys want me
I'll,
to say
I'll
names?
let my good sis go last. So what was
Alright,
it? I'm Sadia.
it's a deal.
What else I gotta say?
Your age, education, and what do you do
What
for
I
work?
Okay. So I'm Sadia. I'm 30. I
Okay.
have a master's. And I'm in higher ed. That's my field. And
You a
it's
teacher?
complicated. No, higher
Okay.
ed.
Okay, just hire it. Alright.
Yeah, just higher ed. I'm about to say where I work. um, yeah, and it's complicated, just like Megan, right?
So too
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah, it's
Why is it
complicated.
complicated? What's complicated about it?
For me, a lot is complicated for me. Like, it's just complicated.
Talk
So
about
wait,
it.
hold on. Does that mean you can still date when it's complicated, or like y'all not dating anymore?
I mean, technically, you're not supposed to date, but like, you can date. You know how that go. Stop acting like you don't know how that go. You know how
I'm
that
trying. I'm
go.
trying to let the people know. I'm trying to let the people know. So if it's complicated, the dude could still date, and you could still date.
I don't want nobody to date. Preferably, like,
Okay.
but it's complicated. So it's like
Mm.
it became a situationship, but then I kind of got a relationship too. So it's like for me, it's hella complicated.
All right. Next. Last but not least.
I'm Andrea. You can call me Drea. I'm 27. I have a bachelor's, and I'm currently in a relationship, newly in a relationship. So that's exciting. But prior to that, I was with the two ladies on this call. Like, it's complicated. Like, it's complicated.
Yeah, but she married.
I'm
How long you
look,
been?
look,
You are?
Until he puts a ring
nothing.
on that finger.
I'm lying. What are
Claim
you
it.
talking about? Nothing. I'm not married. Sadia's a whole liar.
How long you been in a relationship for?
Since November.
So that's pretty new. It's like less than 3 months, right?
Exactly.
But it's
All
gonna go
right, all
hard.
right.
We claim it.
Can't claim it. Claim the positivity. Claim
Claim
the
it.
positivity.
What y'all claiming? Marriage?
Absolutely. We claim an engagement, marriage,
End
baby.
goal. What's the end goal
Alright,
otherwise?
Okay. I feel like I see
So wait.
something in here.
Question for that. How long is it supposed to take for a relationship to transition into marriage, in your opinion?
That's not a fair question. I don't feel like that's a fair question. I feel like everybody's timeline is different. I feel like the question you should be asking is how long would you let it go on before you're transitioning to the next step?
Before it's
Like,
clicked.
that's the more appropriate question.
All right, so what's his time limit? Like, can he give it 2 years, a year?
I mean, I would say 2 to 3. Like, I'm 27. I'm not like
My
dying,
eyelashes
like,
okay?
in a rush. I think it just depends. Like, I feel like women are in different phases, so it depends. But I feel like 2, 3 years.
2, 3 years?
Yeah. After that,
Before
it's like you're not sure about me, and I gotta go. To be
before it
honest.
transitions to marriage, right? Like an
Right.
engagement.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
2, 3 years. Is he like the same age as you?
He's 2 years older than me.
2 years older? All right.
Correct.
So how old would that make him?
29.
Okay.
He's 29.
29. I feel like that's kind of young to get married, in my opinion, but
Exactly. That's why I said 2, 3 years.
Listen. Other cultures, they get
Right.
married at like 16. They get married at 18. White people,
we
they get
black.
married quick.
16.
Quick.
That part.
Quick.
What
But
Megan said. That
we
part.
black.
Black culture, we're so, I don't even know like how we even strayed this long. Like people feel like, oh, I'd rather have a baby with someone than get married. And it's like, I agree. Like you should 2-3 years after that, you should know like whether you want to be with this person or not. If not, then y'all need to go
Gotta
your
go.
separate ways. Like
But
two,
I'm
three,
not.
I
it
agree
doesn't
with that. I
take
agree with
5
that.
years. It doesn't take 10 years to know whether you want to
Right.
marry this woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you can really be with someone for 10 years, have a baby with them, and not get married. And it's like, what are y'all doing? You're wasting each other's time. Because that man don't want to marry you. 10 years, he don't want to marry you. He's searching.
Honestly, it really only takes like 6 months to a year for God to like really know if he wants to marry you or not. It doesn't take that long for us.
Exactly. I agree. I absolutely agree.
But I think
Wait,
the
Will,
problem.
can we
go ahead.
rewind for a second? Well, you didn't give your stats, or maybe you've already given them.
You didn't give your
We just don't
name,
know.
your
Yeah, we need the
age,
whole stats.
your stats.
Your
My
education.
stats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Education.
people already know my stats, but
No,
I mean,
no. I need to know.
I don't know.
I need to know.
Right.
I don't know.
y'all want to know my stats? Like, what do you want to know? My age or something?
Your
The same
name,
thing you
your
asked
age, your
us.
profession.
Your
All right, hold on.
relationship
Social Security.
status.
Right.
All right, hold on. At the end of the show, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to turn the questions around on me, and you guys get to drill me with questions. All right.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Okay.
But going back, we were talking about it being too young. Okay, so I think where the problem lies, where like women and men want to get married, is that women kind of choose men in their same age range. You know, like
I don't agree.
a 30-year-old woman would pick like a 30-year-old man for marriage, and I think like the mentality there is just kind of different.
Nah.
Because a 30-year-old
disagree.
woman is mentally is different than like a 30-year-old man, or even 20-year-old man or and women.
I agree. I
You
agree
guys
that
agree
the
with that or don't
mindset
agree?
is. I agree with the last part that you said, which is that the mindset of a 30-year-old woman is different than the mindset of a 30-year-old man. But what I will disagree with you on is the fact that will specifically go in that age bracket. Like, so prior to the person I'm now in a relationship with, I was dating older. Like, I was dating older than that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're more ready to settle down or more ready to be in a relationship or more ready to be married. To me, I think it's all about the person.
Mhm.
And if they specifically want to do that, like I've dated guys in their mid 30s and that's not necessarily what they're working towards.
What was he working towards then?
Who knows? He's not here. Who knows? He's not here. I can't speak to that.
Is it Sadia or
Sadia.
Sidia? What's your thoughts
Sadia.
on that?
Okay. I agree. So it's like my complicated situation. He's like 5 years older than me. So it's just like, you know, it doesn't matter your age. I just feel like it's basically what you said. Like a guy knows when he's ready and a guy knows if that's the person he wants to be with. So regardless of your age or not, if that's your person, that's your person.
You don't think that a 25-year-old woman is mentally different or mature, I should say, more mature than like a 25-year-old man?
No, I definitely do.
So I mean, there is some difference. Like you shouldn't really expect marriage from like a 25-year-old man if you're dating him, right?
Well, like that's going back to our culture. Us talking about our culture. Like if we were white, yes, they would expect marriage, but as a black woman, no, because it's just like we're still gonna play the field because we're gonna say, oh, we're too young, we're too young. But I mean, I would think at 25, you're entirely too young. But there's people who would think that okay, I'm 25 is the time. Like my clock is ticking. Like all the people I went to school with, like being from Long Beach, everyone is married. If they're not married, they're engaged and they're working on families. Like it's literally only my culture that's still 30 and we're still out here like, what are we doing?
All right. And bad. I want to get your thoughts on this before I say my piece.
I believe it. I agree with her. Like our culture, any other culture, they're gonna get married earlier. Like that is the goal. Like, let me find a partner, let's get married, blah blah blah. Black culture, African American culture, we're so, I don't even know like where this is rooted. Like they do not want black love, they do not want the black unity, the black family to thrive. Like they know, you know what I mean? So
Who doesn't want the
no.
black unity to thrive?
Yeah, they don't. It's America.
Who?
America is racist
Is
as hell to
America?
us. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Like they don't want it. You seen Good Times. They want separation in our culture, unfortunately. So
No, I agree with that. I think America profits off women being single, especially the black women, you know.
let me tell
Most of
you
the,
a history lesson. And you know what? Women, I'm sorry. Women back in the day, remember they were fighting for our rights, all that shit. Women used to stay at home, cook, clean. They had to only tax the man. Why? Because the man was the only one working. Now they found a way to separate that. Now they taxing men and women. Unfortunately, that's another way for them to get money.
but yo, look at this. Look at the music that's portrayed by black female artists. It's all fucking nigga, be independent, get the bag. I don't cook, I don't clean, don't do shit for that nigga. Dump him if he cheats on you. Like
Okay, what about,
none of that shit resembles a fucking positive relationship.
That's just music.
unfortunately?
That's just music.
That's just music.
I
But
also
you
feel
know,
like it wouldn't
music
be
in the
it wouldn't
music
be
in the back of your mind subconsciously affects how you live day to day. If you listen
Um,
to it over and over again.
I don't agree with that.
Words have a powerful meaning on it. So,
They
but
do.
I love that type of music. I'm sorry, city
You
girl
see?
for life.
me
But
too.
City girl
you
for
over here
life.
complicated. You over
Skippy.
here complicated. So
But would it be agreeable music if the times weren't agreeable to what they were saying?
Yeah.
And like everybody right now is literally in a situationship. It's like
exactly.
situationships are being glorified. Like that's literally what it is. Everybody want to cheat. Everybody want the one up. Nobody want to be stupid. It's just like that's the time that we're living in. Like sad but true.
It's because men are afraid of getting into relationships. It's too much risk, you know?
How is it risky though? Because y'all want to be with Instagram models?
No. You like most dudes understand that we can't get Instagram models. That's why they just follow them on Instagram, right? The thing is, when you get into a relationship, there's a potential for there's more risk in the sense of providing resources and security, and the chance that you're investing in someone who might not even post you on their Instagram, and you're investing in someone who might still portray like they're single, you
So
know?
I feel like that's why it's super important to be transparent about your intentions. Like, if you're gonna date, date with a purpose. Date someone that has the same intentions as you. Don't just be out here just to be out here and then you just go on with the flow. Because when you go with the flow, then that's what happens. But if you're dating someone that's intentional and we've already had this discussion and we've talked about what I wanted from day one, then I feel like we can it's we're clear. Like, you get what I mean? Like, we have
Yeah.
some kind of ground as to where we're going.
But who do you think made that the culture of dating? It wasn't men.
You think it was women?
I
So
think
like
the
who?
hook. So
Who?
what the term is? It's called hookup culture. So men just date to have sex and then move on to the next, right? That wasn't brought on because of men.
I don't like that you blaming us. I don't like
I
that.
don't.
I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm
agree
not
with
blaming
that.
you. I'm
I don't
not
like
blaming you. I'm
that.
just saying men, because men don't control access to your body, right? You
They
control
control
who has
access to
sex.
relationships.
You control access to relationships,
And how far
exactly.
you go?
But the thing is, you guys don't require relationships for your access to your body, so that's why we don't give you
They
the
don't.
relationship.
Now they don't.
All right. So I mean, so do you require a relationship in your dating status right now? Would you say that? Would Do you require relationships?
Wait. So wait. So am I? Ask me in a different way. So basically, did I like before getting in my situationship? Was I like, this
What
is
are
what
the
I?
what are the requirements to have access to you?
Ugh. I feel like
Money.
Money. Yo, and there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's your preference, that's your preference.
I respect the honesty, sis.
Money.
Like,
Right.
Because I
She's
come with
not
money.
lying.
So I need
She's
to
not lying. Oop.
you know what it is? It's different. It's really different because it's like if you're one of those people that's like I have this, I have that, I'm gonna run your pockets. If you're one of those people that come humble, like, okay, whatever, I want to hang out, blah blah blah, then I'm gonna come with that same energy. But if you come with that energy, I'm gonna come with that energy too. I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. But that's not really a requirement. Like a
All
requirement
right. So
person.
I want you guys to rank this in order when you meet a guy and
Mm,
you're like starting to get to know him. You have money, looks plus height, and let's go with communication. Like rank those in order of importance.
okay.
Andrea, start first.
Hmm. I feel like out of the three, I'm gonna say communication is number one. I have to say that. Um, then I have to be like, unfortunately, I have to be a little shallow. I have to say height, and then I have to say looks because if I, and I say that because this, I say that because this. 9 times out of 10, back in my single days when I was whatever in these streets on the apps, whatever. If I was scrolling and you were like 5'6", I'm 5'5", I would be like, doop, next. So like I know myself, so that's why I say that. That's important to me, I guess, in that order.
I think height and looks is important for most women. So I mean,
Right.
we're not gonna. That's regular.
Yeah.
I definitely think height and looks is important, but I would definitely mess with somebody that's medium ugly. I love medium ugly. Like, I prefer medium ugly. I'm not even gonna hold you. Now, if you tall and you medium ugly, that's a plus. But I don't want no short dude. I don't. But I don't want you to look better than me. I don't want you to look top tier. I want you medium ugly. So I feel like definitely communication, money is second for me, looks and then height.
Okay.
Did
And
I
then what's
miss
the
something
future?
and money was in the equation? I
Yes,
guess money
Yeah,
was
it's
you
second.
put
money.
money last,
Oh,
so that means you getting
no,
broke.
no, change mine. I didn't hear that.
That means
Change
you have
mine.
no
Change
problem
mine.
being brokey.
Change mine.
So
Nope, I didn't say that. Run that back. I didn't hear that part. It's definitely. Let me revise my list.
all right, what
It's
is it?
communications, money,
Okay.
height, including looks. And was there a fourth? Because I don't want to mess it
No,
up
but
this
that's
time.
it.
No, that's
Okay.
it. So you're putting
Okay.
money second now.
Of
Yeah, we the
course.
same. We neck and
We
neck.
the
Okay.
same.
Put money second. All right. Megan,
Can we
what's
take a
yours?
shot? Can we take a shot? I want to take a
Yeah,
Let's
take
take
a
a
shot.
shot.
Take
Let's
a
shot a
little
clock
sip.
right
Come on.
now. Shot a clock.
I love your energy.
Listen. Girl, if you live in New York, come on. We going outside. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I have work tomorrow. Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me get some juice.
So you got money, looks, and height. Looks and height are together.
Money. Okay. Money, looks, and height.
Communication.
Backstory. I'm like 5'2", but I'm really big on height. And this is a deal breaker for me. I'm sorry. I'm not dating anyone 5'7", 5'8", 6 feet and up. I'm grown. I don't
You're
even care if I'm
5'2".
5'2". I still want you to be taller than me. I don't even
What
care.
are you talking about? You're 5'2". All
I
right.
don't give a shit if I'm
Do you
5'2". I
understand
need
how
him to
many
be
like
6
good
feet.
dudes you're missing out just because of that?
If you're 5'7", I'm sorry, honey. I like them tall. Tall.
All right. So what's your preference now? What's the rating?
I need them to be 6 feet. I don't care
So
if I'm
height.
short. I want to climb you. I need them to be tall. Money is not my number one. It's probably communication. I need to know that you can communicate with me because I talk a lot. Even if you're
height,
quiet, I like
communication,
quiet guys.
and then money?
Huh?
Height, communication, and money?
No. It's gonna be communication, then money, then height. Right? It's 3 or it's 4. How are we doing
communication, money, and then height.
Yeah.
And then height.
And then looks.
But hold up. None of y'all are willing to date someone who's shorter than you.
And now,
Nah.
No.
So how are you putting height last?
And you know what it goes down to? Procreation. Do you really want your son or daughter to be short?
Thank you.
My daughter, I don't care.
Thank you.
My daughter could be 5'2", but if I have
Yeah.
a son, I want him
Thank
to
you.
be protecting mommy. I want him to be tall as shit. I want him to be a basketball player, football player, one of those. Make me some money. I'm tired of working.
And I also feel like if you tall, like, you know, you got a third leg. I need a third leg. Honestly.
So we forgot to add.
Okay, so
we forgot to add that part.
Okay,
we
so
forgot to add that
third
part,
leg
but
is number one. Sexual compatibility.
first
is
of all,
very
the
important.
My
dude
girl
doesn't
said
get.
third leg
The
is
dude
number
doesn't
one.
even like.
Third leg is number one because listen, that's number one for me. That's number one for me. Then money.
Too.
Third leg is
Alright.
number one. Yeah.
So it's funny that all of you said communication first. This guy wouldn't even get past the first door if he wasn't over your height requirement. So that's
Pretty
all.
much.
Stop the cap.
That's all cap right there.
And I want you 6
If
feet
this
without
dude doesn't
Tim
meet the height
or-
requirement, you can't even. You're not gonna give him the chance to communicate with you.
Touche.
But if he's short, we don't want him anyways.
Yeah, I don't want to waste your time.
I'm confused.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Communication can't be first.
Let me not
That's what
hold
I'm saying.
you up, sir.
Communication can't be first.
If he's short, it doesn't matter. It don't matter if he can talk to us. If he's short, that's the way it is.
Yo, it's so many people like dudes that try to like follow me on Instagram. And I'm just like, he looks a little short. He looks a little short. I'm sorry.
You can either be tall and stocky.
Hold on,
Like,
y'all disrespecting the short
Right.
kings right now.
Right.
yeah, like I don't even care if you got meat on you, but I don't want no.
That's
short.
something I'm attracted to. Like, it's
What is
height.
short?
Height.
What's
What is
short?
your definition of short? Like, what's a short guy?
5'7".
5'7" and shorter.
5'7".
5'7" is short.
5'7" is short.
Are all of
5'7"
you
is short.
5'7" and
5'7"?
shorter. No, I'm
Who's over
I'm like
5'5".
5'7" here?
5'3", 5'4".
I'm 5'2", and even if you 5'7", that's short for me.
So
If I could touch the top of your head,
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What happens when I put heels on?
Right.
I want to
Thank
look.
you.
I want to
Thank
look
you.
up at my man, and
I don't
you
want to be able to touch
down
your
at me.
head.
Like,
I don't want to be able to touch your head.
if you're wait, hold on, time out. If y'all are 5'2", 5'3",
She
5'7"
5'5".
is still
Still very
taller
I'm
than me.
5'5".
You 5'5".
But
She don't
5'5",
want to
5'7", 5'7" is still
Andrea,
taller
you
than
taller
me.
than me?
Yeah, with flats on, it's still taller than me. If I put shoes on, then what?
If I like 6 feet, like whatever, 6-inch heels, whatever. And it's like, if I want to pop out and be girly and wear my heels, why do I have to worry about the length of us? You know, like, what is that? The height?
with my man. Like,
yeah.
why are we out of eye right now?
I
Sir?
don't want to have to worry about stuff like that. That's a stressor. That's a stressor.
Damn. All right. Sorry to all my short kings. We still getting the bag though.
Oh, you
All right,
short?
I'm 5'9".
Okay, you okay? You.
So why are you mad?
right.
We said 5'7" and shorter.
We swap right on you.
Because
You're
I'm
not a
not
short
mad.
king.
I'm not mad. The thing
You're
is,
not even
You're a short
5'7".
there's a
king.
lot of good short dudes out there, and it's like, yo, he can't even get past the door because of something he can't control.
But you're not considered a short king.
I mean, I'm not 6 foot, so I wouldn't pass Megan's test. I wouldn't be able to approach her.
I mean, but if you put some Timbs on or some, Alexander McQueen's, you could make that 6. You could make
You gonna
that
get
6.
that little
You can
boot.
reach for it.
What is it? Hat
Damn.
fishing, height fishing. You can height fish me a little bit, but I mean,
I'm just saying, there's a lot of good short dudes out there. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
and I will never meet them.
I don't want to.
That's crazy.
Keep
So
it.
you're willing to? All right. So let's get into the money conversation. Y'all put money second. Money's important, right?
Absolutely.
How much money is important, or is it not the money? It's the lifestyle that he lives.
I think it's the lifestyle.
Correct.
Like, you need to have your own place, your own car, because I have that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like your own place, your own. I want to pack my spend a night bag. Like, I don't want to go to your mother's house. I'm 30, bro. Like, that's not.
No, you're not. You're not going there.
I'm not going.
It's not you don't want to. You're not going.
I'm not going there.
Right.
You're not always coming over. Like, that's dead. Like, you're not about to always come over. Like, what are we doing? So,
Would you guys agree with that, or?
I don't like. I'm gonna say you need to have a car. You need to have shelter. You need to have shelter. Shelter, bro.
So he gotta have his own crib. He gotta have a car.
You dating a homeless man?
Never dated a homeless man. You need to have shelter.
Right. Like,
I'm a passenger princess. You need to have a V. Like, even if it's my V, you need to have a driver's license. Basic requirement, driver's
your
license.
V? So they driving your V? You're not driving my V.
It depends. I'm a passenger
You can't
princess.
drive your car?
Huh?
You
can't drive your car?
You asking me?
I mean,
yeah.
You could drive my car. I could drive
you
your
need to have
car.
a car, but like even if you didn't have a car, I don't have a problem with you driving my car as long as you have a driver's license. Like, I'm cool.
You got money for gas? See, that's the New York lifestyle. That's why it's
no. But the thing is, if they're driving my car, they're filling my car up with gas, so it's okay. It's a compromise. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be driving my car and not putting gas in it. Like
you're not driving my car. That's clip.
Unless you're in it.
And you want a car? Exactly. And you don't got no car?
Okay, okay, I'll give you an example of driving my car. Like, okay, for example, this is like too much, but if like I work long hours, right? So yeah, you could drive my car. Come pick me up. Come drop me off to work. Come pick me up. I'm okay with that. You could drive my car. That's a convenience for me because it's like it's New York. I don't have to look for parking. I don't have to get a ticket. It's alternate side parking and stuff like that. You could do that. That's fine. That's still benefiting me because it's like, listen, I don't want to look for parking. I don't want to have to leave work to change my car because alternate side. So,
can I tell a backstory why I'm like so against this?
Why are you so against this? Tell me.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
So I was in college and like,
did he crash your car?
Nah. Boo, nobody's driving my whip. Like, it's click for that. Like,
Yeah, she's not with it.
no, like, so I was in college and my homegirl, my roommate, she had like an expedition. And her thing was like, I don't want to drive it because like gas and like, we in college, we broke. So it's like, I don't really have that much money or whatever. Long story short, he brings the car, he brings the SUV back, and we all like, oh, we going to the mall, we lit, we got the car. Girl, we find a used condom in the back seat. So
What do you mean you found used? What you mean a used condom?
I mean,
He was fucking in her car. He was having sexual relations in her car.
And it was semen in the condom. It was used. It was a used condom. So imagine your homegirl driving, you in the back seat, and your other homegirl like, yo, Megan, and you working your long hours. Girl.
You know what's crazy? I joke about shit like that. Like, yo, you was bringing shorty in my car today. Because, baby boy and shit like that. But, like, I joke about shit like that. But no, that wouldn't.
No, but that's real life, though.
No.
So wait, he didn't have his own car, but
he did not have his own car. He was constantly using my roommate's car. And
no, it's not no situation.
Was he
like
providing for her in any sense? Or
I mean, yes. We were in college. What do we really need? Like, you know what I mean?
So not really.
Yeah. Like,
okay, I guess I retract my statement. The men that are around me have to be very useful, like, because ain't nobody.
So all the
no
men out there, you
situation
gotta
like
have
that.
a
He's
crib
using
and a
my car, like driving around. No, it's not like that. It's no.
No, I get it. Like being passenger seat princess and like picking you up and this and that and parking. Like, no, I'm in DC, so I completely get it. At the same time, it's like we gotta be locked in because it's like
That's crazy.
I don't know if I really trust anybody to have my car all day. Like,
that's crazy.
Especially in this day and age. Nah, that's not.
Imagine he take your car and bring it to another bitch house. I will fight.
No,
I'll fight him and her.
I will go crazy. Like
that's terrible.
But hello, my car has been reported stolen. So
what did you say? What did you say when your friend was like, "Oh shit, we found this used condom in the back"? Like, if I was her friend, I would be like, "Oh, we gotta pull up on this nigga. We gotta investigate." Judy.
So this is the thing. I went to school in the South, so it's like where we would be like. They more so like, I'ma chill.
No, I would be on some Judy B. Jones shit.
They not handling it like how we gonna handle it. Cause we pulling up. Like
I'm pulling the fuck up.
Oh, nah. Like we pulling up. He literally, like, we went on about the day. We went to the mall.
No.
Like, yeah.
That's
we went on about the day. And
that's
then
psychosis.
No. And then he was like,
it's a difference. New York females are different. Like, you don't even answer my call once, I'm gonna keep calling you and then I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be like, why you didn't answer my phone call?
And then
I'm pulling up.
Like, when I asked
in 24
her, like,
hours, if you don't answer my call, I'm pulling up.
So when I asked her, like, what did he say? She was like, he said it was his friends. So he got his friend fucking in your car? Can I curse? I'm sorry. Can we curse on this?
Cool.
Okay. I'm like, so he got the friend fucking in the whip?
He's a liar.
Absolutely not.
He's a liar.
He's a liar, but either way it's wrong. Like, whether it's a friend, whether it's his, it's like, why is anybody doing that? Like, that's just a violation.
That's your car. That's your car.
That's disrespectful.
All right, but hold on. He said it wasn't him. So black men don't cheat.
He's a liar.
So let's move on. Dre, what's your requirements with money? Does he need to have shelter in the car?
Of course, but I feel like it goes back. Like, I feel like the reason, and I feel like people don't talk about this, I feel like the reason that, like, the three of us are kind of saying the same thing and that, like, we require certain things is because it goes back to the 3 Ps. Like, I feel like we're supposed to be provided for. Why am I getting into a relationship with you if I don't feel like you can provide for me?
What's the 3 Ps? Go over that real quick.
What is it? Protect, provide, and profess.
Profess.
So like profess your love, right? So I guess I could go into like in this age, I guess that would be like putting you on Instagram. I don't really care about that personally, but I guess that would be like acknowledging that you're in a relationship, like respecting and like announcing that you're in a whatever situation, whatever the case may be.
Wouldn't you say that's the woman's job though? That's not really his job.
No, nope, I wouldn't. I would not. It's my job to provide for you as a grown ass man.
No, to
Not
profess.
not provide. I
Oh,
mean
to
profess.
profess. But I
Profess.
feel like
Yeah.
that's in a woman's nature, right? Like if we're taken care of, if we're in a safe place, we're gonna nurture, we're gonna care, we're gonna do all the things. Like we don't really have to be asked to do that if we're in the correct situation and in the correct environment.
If he's protecting and providing for you, why does does he need to post you on his IG, or does he just need to like give you
No, I'm
validation
not
in other
saying that's
ways?
exactly how it translates. I'm just saying that's an example of professing because I don't particularly need that. But let's say you're in a relationship, right? And like everyone has their own love languages, so they profess love in different ways, right? So whatever that person's way of communicating love to you, as long as that's being done, I feel like that covers profess. It doesn't necessarily have to be Instagram per se. That was just an example.
It can just be like buying you flowers or like
Right,
taking you
like
out and
something
stuff
to
like
show
that.
that like that's the case.
I
Okay,
love
interesting.
What did you say?
I love a flower. Buy
I
me
love
one.
a flower too, girl. I love a flower
I
too.
love a flower. Like just because, yes.
Right.
I love flowers.
Yeah.
And that's really lost on guys. It's really lost on most guys, I'll say.
Yeah, I think that's the sweetest thing. Like, get me some flowers.
Y'all be like, but why? I'll be like, you could have just went to the supermarket and spent $15. I'm confused. But
Do you
No, but
guys
I love what you
wait,
just said.
hold on. Do you guys expect flowers like during the dating phase? Is that what's lost?
yeah, why
Or-
not?
That would be nice.
Because you're not my girl.
But I could be.
But am I special to you? You fucking with me?
Right. Like you trying to get
like on
there?
Valentine's Day, you get some flowers.
No.
If you're courting someone, it should be no off limits to it. Like if you're courting someone, you're genuinely interested in somebody. Why is it wrong to get them flowers? Why is it wrong to hold the door for them? Why is it wrong to court a woman like she should be courted?
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
what value are you adding?
well, I'm the value. Don't ever forget. Like, what are you talking about?
You're the
This is very much giving. What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, like
I don't really like that conversation.
Like at the end of the day, like
I don't really like
when
that
you walk into a
conversation.
room with this dude and other dudes are staring and they're like, "Oh shit, you're the prize." Don't ever forget you're the prize. As a woman, you're the prize. Like, I'm not devaluing men, but at the end of the day, we can do a lot of fucking shit. We could create a whole nother human being. Like, we're the prize. Like, we're magicians. Like,
yes.
What do
I
y'all
salute
bring
all
to
of
the
you. I
table?
salute all of you for that. You can do something that men cannot do. But let me
Show me a
just
magic trick. You can't build a baby.
hold
Like,
on, time out. Let me just bring up something that you guys have all mentioned. This man has to be tall. This man has to be at least medium ugly. So
I like my men handsome.
He has to be. He can't be ugly.
I like
he has
them
to be,
handsome.
He has to be medium ugly.
That's
he
the
also
minimum.
has to
That's
have
the
his
baseline.
own.
That's the
dating no
baseline.
Time out. He also have his own.
It's still handsome. He just medium ugly. Like
my best friend
No, I'm
says
saying,
the same
no,
thing
that's what I'm
that you
saying.
say.
He
Medium
has to be
ugly. I'm like,
handsome.
no, girl, I don't even like this man you're dating right now. Like, nah, like I'm not popping out with you if you're medium ugly. I don't. No,
but baby, listen. He just listen. No, listen. Let me explain medium ugly. So it's like you just gotta have good features. You just have to have good features. Like, I don't want to say. I don't want to say what good features are, but you just have to have good features. Of course, you don't want to have your kids with somebody who got big ass eyes or like a huge ass,
I feel like,
but that to
like
me is medium ugly. Like, no, I need a guy that's
who's a
like
medium ugly
handsome.
celebrity.
Like,
who's a medium
I'm only
ugly
gonna
celebrity?
mess with you if, to me, I feel like you're handsome. Like, I want to be able to look in your face and it's like, wow, like
Little Baby. I am obsessed with Little Baby. Like, I love Little Baby. He's
a little medium ugly. He's a little medium.
No. He's not a little. He's a lot of medium ugly. He is medium ugly. That is a medium ugly man. But I would definitely.
Little Baby's medium
he has
ugly.
swag, but he's a little medium. That's not a handsome man to me.
He's definitely
medium ugly.
He's definitely medium ugly.
Yeah, he is medium ugly. But like, I don't know. I have to be able to like look at you like. You know what I mean?
But
like,
let
me
get this straight. Like, let me get this straight. Because if Little Baby didn't have no money, would he still be medium ugly or would he be ugly?
He would still be medium ugly because he's still on.
In high school, I wouldn't talk to him.
Right. What Megan said. Right.
What you say?
In high school, I wouldn't talk to him.
I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he probably was scrawny and ugly too. Like, no.
I would have talked to him in college.
He would have been a little bit taller, he would have had his man.
And he would have had some type of bag. Like,
I would hope. He's lyrically there.
He was
literally
getting
there.
it in Atlanta, okay? He was getting it. I would have did it, baby.
You know
Dominique.
what I mean? I don't know.
Okay.
I like Drake, but you know what?
But he's not medium
All right,
ugly.
hold on. All right, we're getting too deep into this. All right, so we have a definition of medium ugly. Lil Baby, for example. All right.
He don't even have a beard, sis. Like, what you mean? He don't even have a beard.
Little baby?
Yeah, he don't got a beard.
Don't judge my man because he don't got no
I
beard.
don't even. He
Hold
didn't
on.
even get his
Wait, hold
Bennies.
on. We
Like,
gotta move
he don't
on.
even
We
got
gotta move on from
Bennies.
this. Hold on. Time out. We
I don't like how you
medium
come to
ugly
the
is Lil Baby.
Oh my god.
Let me
We
just
could do a
let me just
money
describe the
bag.
man
He's
that
a
you
little
all
medium
want.
ugly, but he's still fire. We could do money bag. You think he's medium ugly?
Who?
Money bag. Money bag, yo.
Who is that?
Oh my god. Money
All
bag,
right,
yo.
we're
He's with
moving
Ari.
on.
He's
We're
definitely
moving on.
medium ugly.
We're moving on.
He's
Moving
I
on.
would not do him. He talks slow.
He's from the South. He's from the South.
Yeah, no, he can't even talk. No. Nah.
He's from
Now
the
that we've
South.
established what medium ugly is.
Yeah. Thank you.
We have a great definition of medium ugly. Thank you.
So Moneybag Yo and Lil Baby are medium ugly. All right. I just want to use that as like a point of the type of man that you guys are looking for in terms of height and looks. So he has to provide a certain lifestyle for you, right? He has to be able to live your lifestyle and possibly provide
Better.
more than that.
Right?
He has to be handsome, right? And he has to have good communication skills. How common do you think that person is? Not
He's
very common,
My
right?
good sister's in a relationship.
I mean,
He's
I
not
think
very
it's
common.
there.
Right.
But
I
he's
don't think
not.
they're
He's not
common.
very common.
He's a diamond in the rough.
It's not common because
That's
I'm
not
27
common, right?
and I met him now. So I don't think it's common. It's
Exactly.
there, but it's
So
common.
then-
I had to wait.
So then, why do you think you're the prize?
I feel like he would say that too.
Let's go,
I feel like he
Embed.
would
Why do
say
you think
that
you're the prize?
too.
If you know that this man is not common, why do you think you're the prize?
I'm not saying this man is not common because you gotta know what you're looking for. You know what I mean? It's
'Cause
crazy.
He provides all of those things, and that's not rare.
You can have a man like that and still not want him. We're human. We're complex.
Okay.
I'm a woman. I'm complex as shit. Like, you're a man. You're complex. You can have a girl that cook, clean, suck your dick, do all of that, and you're still like, damn, this bitch is boring. I don't like her.
But that's
It's
because
just-
because that's not adding value to that man's life.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You're saying like this is uncommon. You can have someone like that and you're still just like, no, I don't click with them. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right. And I understand
it's not
that.
uncommon. They're not a unicorn. There's men out there that, are successful, that are black, that are doing things with themselves. And you're still going to be like, okay, but like the conversation's not flowing. The vibe is not there. You know what I mean? So it's all about who you click with, who you perceive as beautiful, who you perceive as like, this is my person. You know what I mean? You have people, you want to waste your time with, and you have people that, like, yo, this is my person. I love them. You know what I mean? So that's my take on it.
I get what you're saying. I just wanted to like put into perspective the type of man that you all kind of want to be like in your relationship. And this man is not common. This isn't like
He's a
your average
unicorn.
man. This man is very much like him being 6 feet is only 15% of the population, the male population.
That's crazy.
And then
I'm trying to find that
when you break it
15%.
down, to over 100,000, like that's less than 3% of men out there who are 6 feet.
And I like guys with beards too.
Can we
I like guys with beards. That's a little hard too, because you might be a naked mole rat.
So he
It's
got to
hard
have a
too.
beard too. So I mean, I'm just saying,
Beards
put
are
that into
in. Beards
perspective
are in the
when you
season.
put that into perspective when you're like, going out there dating guys. That guy isn't as fucking common as you think he is. But anyway, so communication. Let's break that down. What is good communication?
Tell me where you are. Babe, let me have your location. That's good communication.
No.
Is it not emotional intelligence?
That's not good communication.
I feel like it's emotional intelligence, but it's also like how can I explain this? Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example, right? So without going into too much detail, the person that I'm in a relationship with has a job that gives me anxiety, like slight anxiety. And he knew that from the jump. And he makes a point of like texting me throughout the day and not even like, oh, hey, I'm okay type shit, just keeping in conversation with me the whole
Update.
day so that I'm not anxious. Like he's giving me anxious. He's giving me updates the whole day so that I then don't have that anxiety. So it's like you have to understand your person to be able to communicate
What
what they
kind of
need,
job
if
is
that
that?
makes
Can you give more details on that?
sense. I'd rather not. But
Is it like
Is he a
nightlife?
cop? Is
Is
he
it
a cop?
nightlife or some shit?
is it nightlife? No.
Is he a cop?
No.
Oh, a little bit higher than that, but yeah.
He's a
A
sergeant.
little bit higher. My sister said a little bit higher.
He's a correction officer. Your man is a correction officer.
Something along those lines. We're just gonna leave it at that.
He's a law
He's law
enforcement.
enforcement. He's the
Something
Fed.
right.
Okay.
I didn't see. I didn't say all that. Here you go. But with that being said, like from the jump, he knew that that was like something that makes me anxious. So he makes a point of like always keeping in communication with me throughout the day. And I never had to ask for that. That's just something that he does once he knew that like I didn't like that. Like I'm not like his job gives me a little anxiety.
All right.
Or like when you go out, like, you know, like when you go out, I don't want to be like on your body, like when you're out. That's like my thing. Like I want to allow everybody to have their time. I feel like everyone needs their time. Like, so it's just like if you at the bar and you like, all right, babe, I'm about to go to the bar. Okay, enjoy the bar. But you leaving the bar, hit me like, yeah, we leaving, we going to so and so crib. All right.
I feel like the
You
problem.
got to give
I
you
feel
a
like the
play-by-play.
problem.
I just need updates. Like I don't need a play by play. Like I just need updates. And then like at the end of the night, I like to debrief. Like, so how was it? Like, who you
Wait,
saw?
wait. This sounds like a whole meeting, like a whole
No,
team
I get
meeting.
what
Like,
she's
what the hell?
saying.
We
I
got
get
to
what she's saying.
debrief.
I get what she's saying because guys will literally not tell you anything until after the fact. You won't hear from them for 3-4 hours, and they be like, "Oh, I was at the bar.
I'm
Oh, I
busy.
was here." You could have just said that up front, and I would have left you alone. And now I'm thinking you lying because you didn't say that until after the fact.
I think they do that to make you like
wonder.
let her wonder, let her
I
No.
don't
like
like that.
I don't like that either. But you
I don't like
know,
that either.
Keep you on your
guys
toes.
guys like what, reassurance?
On
That's
my
what I'm learning.
toes, I'll keep you
Yeah,
on your
keep you on
toes.
your
Guys
You
like
me
toes.
back.
reassurance.
I feel like if a guy is too open with you, like he's telling you what he's doing, everything, you're gonna pick up on his schedule, and you're gonna like.
But I hate that. I don't want a mystery.
You're gonna know too much about me. Like you're
I
gonna
want to
know
know
where I'm at all the
everything.
time.
I want
What's
to
the
know your
problem?
boxer
What's the
What's the
size. I
problem
want to
with
know
knowing
everything.
about you?
Because then it gets boring and mundane, and you start knowing my schedule and my routine, and then it's like you're
I
gonna
want to
get
know how many
bored.
times you go to the gym. I want to know everything.
Yo,
I
my
know
So where,
situation, I know this man's schedule. I can tell you where he at 11 a.m. I can
Exactly. I
tell you
want to
what
know.
he's doing at 10 a.m.
I
Like,
wanna know. That brings me back to my point. I want your location. I want your
I
location.
don't need your location.
I don't need your location.
Yeah, I don't need your
Listen,
location, but it's
I don't
like,
need your
I like the
location.
location thing. That's my new favorite thing. I love it.
call
I
me.
love it.
Call me
You're
when
Keeps
Megan,
you on
you're
your
not the
toes.
first
It
person
keeps
to
you on your
say that.
toes.
You are not the
Like,
first person to say you need
like
somebody's
this man
location.
can't tell me I'm lying to him because he has my location. Even if I wanted to lie, how am I gonna lie? You have my location. I
my
love
thing
it.
is, like, call me when you walk into the gym. Like, if you in Long Island, you're walking to the gym 9 times out of 10. Call me when you're walking to the gym, and then you do your stretches. All right, babe, I'm about to get to it. All right,
And then
like,
I'm gonna leave you alone. But it puts my mind
yeah,
at ease. I like the location because it puts my mind at ease. Like I'm like, okay, you home, okay, you with your friends, whatever, whatever. And then I go about my day.
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
this is the thing. I think women say these type of things, and they think they want that, but I really think y'all like mystery at the end of the day. Like you
No, I
like
don't.
not knowing.
I don't
I
like
think it's
mystery.
the
I don't
other
like
way
Where
around.
you
testing.
to a certain degree. To a
I
certain
think
degree.
men like mystery. I don't
I
think we like mystery at all.
I think men like
men
mystery
like
too.
mystery.
Why do
We
you
don't
think
want the
that?
mystery. Bring your ass home.
We don't
Like
want the
I don't
mystery.
understand.
I think y'all say y'all don't want the mystery, but I think like after a while, knowing your man's schedule actually like hurts you more than helps the relationship.
You think so?
You know,
Why?
Why do you say that?
because he's gonna become boring to you. You know that he ain't doing shit, and you fucking tracking him. It's like he in it's like he's in prison or some shit. It's not a
But no,
relationship.
it's better than the what you
In
doing every 5
prison.
minutes. You know what I mean?
You know his whole schedule. Like, what the fuck? His mom doesn't even know his whole schedule, but you know his whole
She
schedule.
probably do. She
They
probably
probably
do.
do. Like my son is doing this. I know what he doing.
Right.
Oh, he
Right.
ain't answer. He dropping his kid off.
Right. Something.
Oh, you said he dropping his kid off. Oh, I'll
That's
tell you
funny.
another thing. I don't like men with kids.
You don't like men with kids.
Ooh, I
That's
don't
a,
either.
that's
And
a
I
story
gave him
for
a
a different
chance.
day.
And Meg, I gave them a chance, and they really can't do it.
Listen,
I can't do men
Can't
with
do
kids.
it.
I'm getting older, so I'm
30,
realizing
bro.
like maybe if your kid is like 10, 12,
And
they
it's really
not
a max
they
of
grown,
one.
it's
Really a
okay. But
max
it's
of
like
one.
30. These niggas
Only
is gonna have
one.
kids. I'm a unicorn. I'm a unicorn.
Right.
you're a
30
unicorn.
kids, like I'm a unicorn. Like
Yeah.
these men are gonna have kids. Like it's nothing
Wait,
I
you
can
think?
do, bro.
Wait,
But
hold on.
what's your
Hold
take?
on, hold on. Say that one more time.
I'm a unicorn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
why
a
are you a
unicorn.
unicorn?
She's
Why am I?
definitely a unicorn.
I'm a
Yeah.
unicorn. I'm a unicorn because I'm 30. I'm educated. I'm well into my career. I got a bag, and I
I'm a
got my
PhD. Talk
like,
about it. Talk
And you
about
said
it.
you have
not-
you're a unicorn because you have no kids.
yes. At 30, I have
As
no
a black female?
as a black woman.
Girl, if you want you some kids, get you a sperm donor. There's nothing wrong with that.
You
Nothing
only
wrong
knew
with
my
that.
life. If she only knew my life. Like,
Get you a sperm donor. Listen, I'm waiting.
like
I'm waiting to have kids. I'm waiting to have kids. I think 30s is gonna be cool for me to have kids because it's like, first of all, when you're 30 plus, you can have twins. You're more likely to have twins. I would love a
That's good
2 for 1.
information. That's good
I would love a
information.
2
I would
for
love
1. Beyonce,
love
a
Also,
2-for-1
but
special
you guys
and
do
done.
a
understand
2
that
for
when you
1
get
special is
older,
great for me. Let
you
that
guys do
coochie get one
understand that when you
time.
get older, the chances of a high risk pregnancy like go up.
That is 35 plus.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
speaking to a
Not
medical
early 30.
professional, that is 35
Yeah.
plus.
not
Correct.
early 30s.
But girl, you 30, you fine. And plus we black. So
Oh, I
you can
know,
go
boo.
you can go until 45. You're gonna be fine. Just make
Yeah.
sure it's safe.
Oh, I ain't tripping.
You ain't
That's
tripping.
what he said. I'm good.
Listen, we are black women. Janet Jackson had her kid at like 50, bro.
Exactly.
But she only
We're
had
not
one
in that
kid.
statistic. We're not in that statistic. And you talking to a medical professional. Listen, you
Look
can
at this.
as long as
Wait,
it's
hold
safe.
on.
As long as it's safe, y'all
You
healthy.
can't mention Janet Jackson because she's a celebrity. She has money to freeze her eggs and do a whole bunch of other
She
crazy
didn't freeze her eggs. She had
therapies.
it
I
the
will have
natural way.
money.
But
So
she
will
has
my
the money
nigga.
to afford different therapies. When you're talking about like the average black woman and like you're telling them they could wait into the 30s to like start prioritizing marriage and relationships and children, I think you're actually hurting the community more than helping the community.
I'm not
because
telling them to
Okay.
prioritize that, but like the sooner the better, but you have to be ready for it. I'm telling them to do what's best for them. I work in the healthcare and I know that a lot of women who waited until they put their career first and they waited and it was like, okay, I'm gonna have my kid at that age. Do whatever is best for you. I'm not telling you to do
I don't
nothing.
think
Do
we're
whatever
talking
is best for
to
you.
an
Me
average
personally,
black
I don't
wait, hold
want a
on.
kid
One
until
person
30.
talk. One person talk. Megan, go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want a kid until 30 something. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. That's fine. You know what I mean? But don't sit here and be like, oh, you're 30 something, you're washed up. Like, no, bro, there's plenty of women who have kids after 30. And there's nothing wrong with that. 35 is high risk. But you know, you also have to, who's your partner? What's your health situation? You got to do what's best for you. Everyone's different.
All right, who got?
They have
something
health
else to
risk.
say?
Do you have health risk? Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say
Who
I
has
don't think
something
you
else
took
to
it
say?
to the average black woman if you damn near make 6 figures, you got good health insurance, so does your partner, or the person that you're working with being, they make 6 figures, like y'all got good health insurance. So now
Right.
and that means that you can freeze your eggs. You can do all those things that you need to do to prepare yourself. So again, I'm a unicorn.
And that's another thing too. If you're making 6 figures and you're, you know, whatever, you have a good career, you're kind of going to be focused on your career. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like kids can wait. Now I have the finances, then I can have the kid. You get what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I'm financially ready, but does that mean I want a kid right now? Does that even
No.
mean I want a dog right now? No,
Right.
bro. I want to live my life.
Right.
I want to live my life. That's real shit. You know what I mean? That's my personal preference. It's other people who say, this is my goal. I want to have a kid. That's not my goal is the things I have right now. And then after that, maybe it might be kids. You have to be ready and prepared for that. I'm not going to have a kid just because, okay, I'm getting older. Like I get it, but it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm going to do it when it's convenient and comfortable for me. I'm not gonna do it because I'm getting older. I'm getting older. When the time is right, the time is right. God has his own plan for that. Like,
Bro, eggs is $10. You talking about having a kid? Eggs is $10. Like,
Right.
bro,
what we
Yeah.
saying?
Somebody got to split that with me because I need it down to 5. Thanks.
You know how
Split
much?
or
You know how
more.
much daycare is? Like,
And it's been
talk
expensive.
about it. Talk
come
It's
about
on.
been
it.
expensive.
And you know what's crazy? All my friends, all my older colleagues or friends or whatever that have kids are like, yo, daycare is expensive. Yo, these kids is ungrateful. I could wait. They're a blessing. I believe they're fun. They're a blessing and everything. But that they also have to be included in your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Kids like to mess stuff up. Even if you want a puppy, a pet, a chinchilla, or whatever, like they ruin stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not saying they ruin stuff like that, but like if
It
say for
changes
example,
things.
I always go back and forth between getting a pet. My first apartment was pet friendly, and I'm like, yeah, I can have a dog. I can have a pet, but it's like I like nice things. I like nice furniture, and God forbid that dog want to piss on my couch, piss on my floor. You're gonna get kicked out, honey. You're not paying rent.
All
You're
right,
not
Dre,
paying
I
what's
rent.
your,
You
had
what's
a
your
gotta
thoughts
go.
on this?
I had a dog,
I
girl.
like glass. I like sharp things. A
know,
kid's
yeah.
not gonna fit into my lifestyle. Like you bump your head, then damn, child services coming after me.
You gotta have child safety furniture and all that. I'm
Exactly.
not
I don't
ready.
have child safety furniture.
I'm not ready for that.
My
Yeah,
good
like
sis calling me because she's 2 years younger than me. Like, let's go to brunch. Now I gotta find a sitter.
No thank
Now
you.
I
then
gotta
what?
pay for that on top of my bottomless promotion.
Childcare is like $1,000, bro. Childcare is expensive. Childcare is expensive, and now I'm hearing parents and relatives are charging people for childcare. Like I'd be damn if my mom or dad
Ain't
want to
nothing
tell me,
free.
I want to charge you to take care of your grandchild. Like what?
What?
They're out here charging. Parents and family members
No.
are charging to take care of your child because it's
Again,
rough out
eggs
here. It's
is
expensive.
$10.
Yeah.
It's
All
expensive.
right, Dre, what's your thoughts on this? Women having kids into the 30s.
Well, I'm 27, right? So I guess my clock is ticking, so they say. But I just feel like me personally, I'm not ready. So it is what it is. And just like Sadia was saying, like there's things that could be done in the interim because I'm not ready, right? Like I have the option to freeze my eggs, I have the option to do this, I have the option to do that. But I'm really not at this current moment. I'm not like super worried about it. I'm like, oh, it'll happen. I also happen to be in a relationship. Not that I am sitting here and like we're having that conversation because it's very new, but like at the same time, there's time.
What age do you think they should start prioritizing marriage? Well, all right, before we even get into that, what do you think is harder, marriage or having a child with somebody?
I don't feel like that's the right question.
It's the
And I
question.
say that
What do you
because,
think
and I
is,
say that
what do you
because
think is harder, marriage or having a child with somebody?
a child is forever. And I'm not sitting here saying that I promote divorce because I don't, but having a child is forever. And the child's other parent is going to be in your life in a positive
Forever.
way or a negative way forever. So I feel like that holds more weight. That's just me personally.
I agree.
So you're saying having a child is harder than a marriage?
Define harder.
More like what would be more challenging for you?
That baby.
Getting married
I
and
That
staying
baby
in your
diapers is
marriage or just having a
expensive.
child?
I feel like it depends. Right. So having a child, like let's put a more specifics on it. Right. So having a child out of wedlock, or having a child with my husband, or
Well,
being married in
even
general.
before that, would you require marriage before you get the child?
Yes. Me personally, yes.
Okay.
I love
Yeah.
that. I
So
love that
therefore
for you.
you're saying that having a child is harder than
Who sits there and
marriage.
says, I want to be a baby mom? And there's nothing wrong with being a baby mom at
I
all.
personally
But
don't want to
it's
be
like,
that.
Who aspires
Well,
to be a baby
Right.
mother?
Right.
exactly.
a lot they don't inspire to be a baby mother, but a lot
But it
of women,
happens, and it's nothing wrong with
it
that.
happens and they choose to be a single baby mother.
I don't think they chose to be a single
I don't
baby
think they
mother.
chose that.
Thank you.
I
They
think that's
definitely
just the way it went.
If I am ready to have
Wait,
a baby with someone, I would
hold on,
prefer
time out.
that we're
What do you mean
married.
that's the way it went?
That's the way it went. Either the other parent was not ready to step up in the situation, or the female chose to have a child and was prepared to take on whatever came with it, whether the other parent was going to be involved or not because they were just ready to have a kid.
That means she chose, because there's multiple forms of contraception and you have abortions.
I don't know what
So
you're talking
that means
about.
she chose to keep the child.
Listen,
But I just feel
Listen.
like most people, yes, there are some women who sit there and say, whether me and this guy work out or not, I'm now pregnant and I'm just going to take this baby and run with it because I want a baby anyway. There are women in this country who do that. But most people, if they have a baby with someone, they think that that person is going to be there. Like
I would
9
hope
times out
so.
of 10, they think that person's going to be there
I agree.
I
to
agree.
help raise their child.
You better raise that child because I
But
didn't make it by
it's
myself.
still a choice at the end of the day. That doesn't disregard the fact that she still made a choice to keep the child. Like the man can't tell her, "Oh, I don't want this baby, don't have it." She doesn't have to listen to that. She can still choose to keep the child. So
you
I
also-
mean,
you
they
also could've chose to
choose
put a
to be
condom
baby
on.
mothers. Wait, hold on. They choose to be baby mothers because they did not require a marriage before the child. You see what I'm saying?
A
I don't feel like
business.
Yes and no, because it takes 2 people to tango. I can't sit here and be like, I want to have a baby by myself.
Yes, but you're the only one who has sole choice of whether or not that baby survives. The man
can I ask
has
you
no
a question?
reproductive rights.
So you just said I'm 30 and my clock is ticking, essentially. That's what you
Right.
said, right, Boo? So I'm 30. I'm in a situationship. I get pregnant and we're not engaged. It's a situationship. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you think I should lay on someone's abortion table? Me being 30. Me being 30. And now let's how old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28. Okay. So let's say you're sleeping with someone that's 30, which is you're not far off. So
Okay.
you think she should have an abortion? The girl that you're choosing to sleep with unprotected.
Unprotected. That's a
To
key
bust
word.
it because you came in me. Again, it takes 2 to tango. So I didn't. You literally helped me do this, sir. So you think that?
And now you don't want to help with the end result.
Yeah, like so
You
now
knew what you was doing. There's
after
condoms.
after you enjoyed yourself, we enjoyed ourselves. I
Mhm.
should go then. I should go then have a procedure at 30. And
When
you
I'm
too late
tired.
at your big age.
At my big grown ass
At
age.
your big age to get rid of this baby? That's what you think? Because if you
So,
say
all
yes,
right.
you a fuck nigga. In my opinion.
All right. So let me respond to your statement, right?
Okay.
Who allowed this man to have sex with you, Ro?
It was
You
an
did, right?
equal decision.
It was
You
an
did,
equal
right?
decision.
No,
We
hold
decided
on.
together
Decision.
Hold
because
on.
It was an equal
Time out.
decision.
dudes
Time
don't
out.
even like to wear condoms.
Time out. You allowed him to enter you raw, right?
Now I allow him to enter me raw.
Because he can't do it without it being consensual.
Why is
He
it
can't
our
just
fault?
have
But
sex with you.
a male could also be like, oh, there's so many reasons why a guy
It
could
feels
say,
better
like,
At the
without
end of
the
the day,
sex.
if
I'm
it's a consensual
allergic, this, that, and the
relationship,
I'm
third.
allergic.
you allowed him
Babe,
to
it's
have sex
okay.
with
You on
you.
birth control. I'm gonna pull out when I'm about
I love
to.
you.
I love
At
you.
the end
I
of the
just feel
day,
like for
time
you to
out.
sit there and
Time
put it
out.
on
You're
a
really
female
pretty.
is
It'll
wild.
be
Hold
cool
on.
if we procreate.
Yo, stop. Let's bring this all back. At the end of the day, we agreed on this. Women grant access to sex to the men, right? There's always going to be a bunch of men who want to fuck you, but you choose who you allow to enter inside of you. Men do not choose that. We don't choose that. We work towards it. That's our goal. But at the end of the day, you choose who enters inside of you. So if this man did, I'm not saying he doesn't have any part and he shouldn't be accountable. You should be accountable for all the women you have sex with. Yes. But he has no reproductive rights when that baby is conceived. As soon as he busts a nut, because you allowed him to, without you being on contraceptive or anything like that, you
I
allowed him
allowed
to.
you to
You
bust a
allowed him
nut.
to
Allow
bust
him
inside.
to.
I
Let me
allowed
finish.
you to bust a nut. Now I'm in charge of the nut
Let me
too.
finish.
First of
Let me
all,
finish. All right, let me finish. You allowed him to have sex with you or whatever. He has no reproductive rights after that. After that, it's your choice to make that decision. Now,
You answered my question.
you're entering your later years of your life. You're 30 plus or whatever.
I'm
And
30.
you
Don't
don't
say I'm 30 plus, sir. I'm 30.
Oh, I'm saying like I'm
And
not
she's
talking about
black,
you. I'm
so
talking
she's
about in
literally
general.
like 28. You know, it's
I'm talking
okay.
about in
We
general.
going
Talking about in
23.
general.
Going
For
23.
women who are entering their 30s, so they're entering their 30 years and they're maybe 35, and now it's starting to become possibly high risk, right? You have to make a choice on whether or not you require marriage from this person or you want to keep this baby, you know? Now the decision is yours, but at the end of the day, you have to understand the man that you gave this right to. You gave him the the highest value you could give a man is a baby, right? Because only around 20 to 30% of men actually procreate. So you gave this man your womb and you did not require marriage. That is 100% your choice.
Yo.
You know, some men are scared to even have sexual relations, sex with women without a condom, right?
It
It's
doesn't
been the men
matter.
who
You
already have
still
kids.
allowed him access into your body, is what I'm saying at the end of the day.
But don't
Now,
stick your penis raw in a female if you're not expecting a baby. This is like sex
how about
ed.
require him? How about why not require him to use a condom or be on contraceptives?
Listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. You're telling me I have to
You're
get
allowed. You're allowing
okay, so you
you.
get that
You allow
injection, that
men
male birth
access to your
control,
body.
and we can do what it do. Like, I don't understand. Are you taking a shot? Are you gaining weight? Like, I don't understand. Are you gonna go on male birth control?
Are your hormones up and down?
What I'm saying is that you guys did not require that. The same way you didn't require marriage, you're not requiring any of
So,
the
so
other
what do I say on the first
contraceptives.
date? Like, what do I say on the first date? Like, yo, I want to be a wife. We're gonna have to get married. Let me know if you're really feeling me. Like, that's weird. Like, you know what I
That
mean?
goes
Like,
back. That goes back to dating with intention. Are you actually dating with intention? You know,
but not
but
everybody's
before we
dating
even
with
get to that,
intention. Some people are dating with, oh, she's pretty. Oh, he's handsome. Like, let's just hang out and enjoy each other's company.
before we even get to that, we're still on like the whole you're giving access to this man. You're giving this man access to your body, right? So you don't require marriage. At the end of the day, you make that choice. You know, the man doesn't have any reproductive rights, but you chose your baby father. You can still require marriage from him, but most women, I don't think they do. You
So
know,
can you answer my question, Will?
I thought I did. What's the other part of your
No, you
question?
didn't. No, you didn't. You just
What's the
turned it
other part of
around.
your question?
You did not answer it. I said my question was, so if again, me being a woman that's 30, that you keep saying is high risk, and me and you, let's just say me and you know, we got a thing. We locked in our little thing, and I happen to become pregnant. You're going to require me to get an abortion? You're gonna be like, well, Sadia,
We
you
can't.
know,
We
I
can't
think no,
require
look,
you to get an
sir,
abortion.
let me you're gonna be like, you know, I'm allowing you an opinion. We're talking about it because we're gonna be in this together because this is our baby, right? We in this together. So I want your
It's our
decision.
feed.
Right. So I want your opinion to whatever I do. I want your opinion and whatever it is I do. So I come to you and I'm like, listen, I'm pregnant. What do you think I should do? Me and you have been messing around for at least a year. So that means if we're messing around for at least a year, we've gone raw plenty of times. We've practiced the pull-out method. We
We
slipped up.
locked in. We
We
locked
slipped up.
in.
We slipped up. I'm 30. You're gonna require me to get an abortion, or you're gonna say, you know what, Steve, I think you should have an abortion because me at 28, I'm not ready. What's
The
your
real
opinion?
question is, are you going to require him to marry you to have that child?
The
That's the
real
question you
question
should be
is,
asking yourself.
are you gonna agree to the abortion or not, sir? Stop trying to flip it and make it something it's not. I'm
I have
asking
no
you.
reproductive rights over that. And
Yeah.
okay,
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. But you do. She's asking you
You can have an
what would your
opinion.
choice be?
You can have
Yes.
an
but at the
opinion. That
end of
doesn't
the
mean she
What's
day,
an
can't do
opinion? What's
it.
your choice?
most men are going to say yes because you're giving him the highest honor that you can give a man. So yes, most men are going to say, yeah, have that baby. I'll take care of it. But that does not fuck him up at the end of the day. That only hurts you because now you gave another man the highest honor that you can give a man, which is your womb and a child. And if you guys don't fucking work out, another man has to possibly try to come in when you already have a baby.
There's blended families.
But
If you don't want to be my husband, I'm gonna
understand there
find another
are,
husband.
but you're
He gotta
putting
just
yourself
take
at
care
a
of little
disadvantage.
one.
Hold on, time out. I understand that there are blended families, but this is the whole thing with our community and our like cultural norms. Why do that? Why go in having a baby by someone that you didn't require marriage from, and then try to require marriage from the next person to do the whole process again when you didn't require it the first time?
No, I agree with you.
We could say the same
I
thing.
kind of agree with that.
We could say the same thing for males who have children.
But a man with a child is different.
What
Why?
if it's a single father
Why?
and there's no mother involved?
All right,
Or
typically
you're
Or
men
deadbeat
co-parenting.
baby mother.
typically men with children are seen as providers. Now, if he's a man who doesn't take care of his kid, that's obviously a bad thing. But if he takes care of his kid and he has his baby moms under control, women aren't typically going to see that as like a bad thing. But when you're a man dating a woman and she has a child, you now have to you're now in a polygamous relationship at the end of the day, because you're in a relationship with her baby father, you're in a relationship with her kid, and now it's you.
I don't even
And it's
like
like
what you
why
said.
and it's like
Have his
why the
baby
fuck
mom
why
under
the fuck would a
control.
man go through all that when
Under
he can find
control.
when he can
Mind
find
control.
a younger version of you without a
What?
child?
He's tracking it.
You controlling this woman? I don't even like what you said. Under control. You have the baby moms under control. First of all, I don't want to deal with no man and their baby moms. Because women can be what they are. They're petty.
But it wouldn't be a turnoff if he took care of his kid. If he took care of his kid and had
That's
the
great that he
resources,
takes care of his kids, but that's your requirement. I require that you don't have a kid because I don't have a kid. If it
all right.
happens and we fall in love, that's a different story. But don't put yourself in situations like that. If you gonna let some nigga hit the coochie up and all of that shit without a condom, make sure that's a man you okay with having a kid with.
And what does that go back to? Being intentional.
Being intentional. Because I'm not letting nobody hit it raw if I don't feel like, it's
There's a future
like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good.
You
That's
get what I'm
good.
saying?
But most women aren't requiring marriage before having kids, so they're just willing to just take the kid and
I'm
not be
requiring
married.
it. I'm
But that's why
requiring
we
it.
tell you that you're talking to unicorns.
Yeah, I'm requiring it.
Hey.
We're not.
And if
both
not,
women.
I'm gonna go on this date.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on that date. I'm gonna meet Brad. I'm gonna meet Chad. I'm gonna meet Jerome, Jordan, all of them.
Ray.
Until then, may the strong survive.
Facts. What she said. May the strong survive.
And you guys gotta follow me on Instagram I think it's underscore
Nah,
and
we
dad,
do.
something like that.
Hold on, we're gonna save that for later. You could insert your Instagram later. We're gonna have time for all that.
But date, girls, date. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my take on it. Date. I love dating. I love falling in love. Let's do it. May the strong survive. Because at the end of the day, if you're not strong to deal with me and my personality, we can't be anything.
Let's talk about dating. I know most of y'all in fucking situationships.
Can we take a shot? Because that was a serious conversation.
Bro, I've been wanting to take a shot. I feel
Okay.
Go ahead, pour up.
Thank you. Well, take a shot with us, please. That was serious. I appreciate the male perspective.
That's why I'm here.
Y'all see my good sis hair? It looks bomb. I just wanted to say that. It looks fucking bomb.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
All right, so let's get into this next topic, and I want to bring it back. I want you guys to bring it back to the days where you were single and outside in the streets.
It was 2016 when Drake had Control left. It was 2019. I don't know what song was out, but it was probably Tory Lanez.
Right. All right, so we're bringing it back. You guys are all single now. I want to get your experience on dating men. Have they become more feminine, or do you think masculinity is the same, or has it changed at all?
I think niggas is sassy.
Go ahead, speak on it. Why are they sassy?
Why are you blocking me? Why are you upset and blocking me? You're sassy. That is a female's job. Don't block me, sir. And then don't block me mid conversation, mid arguing. We're not really arguing, we're disagreeing, and you gonna block me mid disagreement. That's what I do to my mom.
I get blocked every week. I get blocked every week, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
like why are you? But you're sassy. As a sassy man survivor, you're sassy.
As a sassy man survivor,
Sassy
I
man
love that.
survivor.
I love that.
Like, you are sassy, sir.
The real men, the men that can build a house, and the real men, they
not
could
blocking
take a
you.
punch. They could take the chest pain.
They ignoring you like, yo, she wilding.
Right.
Like shit.
They like,
see
you
me go
want
on
time
one
out.
date,
You
you
want
get a
time
chest
out.
pain, and you're like,
like,
damn, I
she
can't be with her
wilding,
no
like,
more.
hit me later. Hit me when you
I
throw it.
need a strong man. I need a strong
Like-
man. Like I
All right,
want.
go
I
ahead.
want
What's a strong man? Define that.
a strong man is someone that can put up with my bullshit and still be secure enough to know, listen, I'm coming back to you, daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a
We just
strong
going
man.
through it right now.
Men be emotional, and I understand it, but it's all about what I'm learning, reassurance. You know what I mean? That's the key word, reassurance. Men love
I agree.
reassurance. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I said follow me on Instagram. I'm a troll, but the man who I do
Hold
LOML,
up. Yo, Megan, turn the music down in the background.
I don't have any music.
Uh,
Nothing's on.
speak. Say it one more time.
What's the word for it? What was I saying?
That makes you do something.
Yeah, you gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong. Like the dude that I'm dealing with, that I really is the LOML. If y'all follow that, love of my life. Exactly, my LOML. Like, he doesn't even have social media, but I'm a troll. And it's like, his friends, I'm not even gonna talk about them. His friends are different. Like, they like to screenshot my shit. They love to screenshot my shit. And it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be strong. Because he knows I be on my bullshit on social media because it's all laughs and giggles. But it's like, every single time I'm off, I'm with you. 6 times out the week, I'm with you. So it's like, yeah, I'm doing my little trolling shit, but you have to be strong. Like, some men are not strong. Like, they'll seriously be like, someone DM'd me the other day, like, oh, fuck you and this and that. Like, you can't be the man for me because you're too emotional. I'm emotional already. I have my hormones already. You can't be on that type of time being emotional. We can't be emotional together. It just has to be me.
Hold on. All right, Megan. So we described your perfect man already, right? 6 foot.
He's
makes
a
a lot of money.
gangster. He's a
Makes a lot of
gangster.
money.
That's my perfect man.
Makes a lot of money. Whatever. Looks
I never
good.
said he has to make a lot of money. He has to make
He has
me
to be
feel
able to provide.
comfortable.
You're a nurse. He has to be able to have.
He
live
doesn't
your life
have
and
to be
provide
rich.
to
He
it.
has to, because I've dealt with dudes who make just as much as me and even more. And it's like, that's not it. It doesn't come down to money. I'm not superficial like that. It comes down to being comfortable.
Comes down to
You know what I'm
resources.
saying?
He has to
If I
have
can
his
go out
own
with you and
thing.
I'm comfortable, I don't have to bring my wallet. I don't have to wash dishes in the back. We're comfortable. You get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I understand that, but that takes a certain level of resources and financial security. So he has to at least be financially savvy. He has to be good with money. Okay, so we get that. Why would this man have to deal with your bullshit when there's other women out there where he doesn't have to deal with that bullshit?
Because I'm me.
Wait, what bullshit?
Because I'm me.
That we come with fans?
Your woman is your
that's gonna be
prize. Your
any
woman is
pretty
your prize.
woman.
And as a man, you don't want to be with no girl that you walk into a room and guys ain't checking.
Nobody want her.
You don't want to be with her because that woman, and I have guy best friends. You're one of my guy best friends. I have guy best friends that the woman comes with everything. Like my other guy best friend, this woman is gonna buy him a freaking Rolex. She's bought him iPads, like a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, why you don't want to be with her? She's a good woman. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, she's boring. She's boring.
I've heard that so many times. The guys be like, yo, she's boring.
She's boring. And it's like, men like prizes. Men like women that like they go into a room and everyone's looking at the woman. Men like
the mystery,
don't even
all
lie.
of it.
You would not want to be in a room or a party or any establishment and you go into a room and no one's even checking for the girl you're with. You get what I'm saying? You like
they don't want her. They don't want
a woman that like you go into a room and she makes you look better. You get what I'm saying? So you can sit here and be like, oh, why would a man want to put up with this bullshit? Whatever. But it's like, one, her personality is bomb. 2, when I walk into a room, other guys are checking for her because she's fired. You're not gonna be with some medium ugly girl. I ain't even see you with no medium ugly girl. So how you gonna tell me, oh, it's okay? Why would he pull up with your bullshit? You gonna pull up with a baddie before you pull up with some medium ugly girl. You're not bringing that home to moms. Even your moms is gonna be like, yo, where you get this girl from? Where you get this girl from? You get what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
To answer your question in one word, why would men put up with Megan's bullshit, all of our bullshit? Ego. One word. The ego. You, again, like she said, you don't want nobody that's medium ugly. It's like, my ego too big. Why would I want to be with her when she walk in and she demands the room's attention? I want to be with her because everybody else want to be with her. Like,
You think so? Do you think we just want to smash? Because I think this is where like it gets confusing. Women kind of conflate sexual attraction with relationship attraction. Yes, we do all want that baddie at the end of the day, but are we willing to put up with her bullshit, or do we just want to fuck? Most times niggas just want to fuck. We really don't want to put a title on it because the amount of headaches and fucking problems that she's going to bring into your life is not worth it. At the end of the day, the woman has to add value to that man's life. And if she doesn't do that, most time, 9 times out of 10, we're not going to put a title on it.
You have to add value to my life for me to want you to be here.
That's
So it
true.
goes both
He already
ways.
But I
does
know
add
I come
value
with
to
the
your
whole
life.
spoon, fork, and everything. Like, I
But
cook, I clean, I do
coming
it
in,
all.
Right.
coming
Right.
in,
So what
we
you
already
gotta
said that
have?
he added value to your life. He
What
was
you
6 foot,
doing?
good looking. He protected and provided. He got to do that.
What are you bringing to the table? I've been with a dude that's cool, whatever, but he was not a handyman. He could not even hang fucking curtains for me. He had to go.
He
He
had
had
to
to
go.
go. What value are you adding to my life?
He
It's
had
not
to go.
about money. And he was one of those dudes where like, oh, okay, babe, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna pay to get this done. I'm gonna pay. I'd rather a dude that can do something for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, let me see your arts and crafts. Like, can you hang a curtain for me? Can you cook for me? If I'm sick, can you take care of me? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna choose a dude like that as opposed to someone who's gonna be like, oh, I could pay for it. Like, I could pay for it too, but it adds more value to my life that you can do it. Why do
So
I
you
have to
want those
tell you
traditional
how to
skills.
do basic things?
You want like a traditional man, basically, right?
I
You want
love a
him to like,
traditional man. Like,
Facts.
even better, be Caribbean. I
Facts.
know
I was
that
just
your
about to ask
your
Megan if
daddy,
she was
all of that, you do
Caribbean.
that stuff.
I was just about to ask Megan if she was Caribbean because she's speaking facts. And if I brought home a guy who couldn't do nothing for me, my dad would be like,
You brought this man home. My dad would say the
right.
same thing.
He'd be like, that's
well, I'm
cute.
black and I feel the same way.
Exactly. Like,
He'd be
nah,
like,
I
bro, you
agree.
over
As a
here
man,
talking about
you
what
got to learn how
value
to
do you
fix
add
shit.
to a man's life? Like, can you build me a house? Can you cook? Can you do something? Can you
Like,
build me my
All right,
little
hold on.
vanity that I
Time
want?
out. Nobody's building houses anymore, Megan. Niggas is not building houses, all right?
Okay,
if he,
but
if
you
he
have to
wanted
be
to,
able
he
to put
would.
something together. Can you hang some curtains? Can you fix
We
my
can hang some
toilet? Can you
curtains.
do some
We can
plumbing?
hang some curtains.
Some a little electricity, something. You could YouTube
Well,
it. Come on.
something, right.
Something.
Can you jump my car?
Ex-
Something.
can you
Girl,
change my tire
can you change my tire?
in the rain?
Can you take my car to the dealership? Can you take my car to the mechanic, please?
In the rain?
Can you give me an oil change?
God damn.
Can you get my shit
Can you
washed?
imagine that shit? Can you
Like,
imagine that shit? I was dating a guy and he really was like, well, I don't know what to do. I think I asked him like, can you shovel my car out or something? And he was like, oh, how am I supposed to shovel your car out? You don't have a shovel. And I'm in my head, I'm like, nigga, go to the store and get a shovel.
Right. How you don't got basic necessities?
You get what I'm saying? And it's like you ask another guy that, and it's like, okay, I need a
Right.
shovel. You come back with a shovel. You come back with my car shovel. You come back with this. You come back with that. Like these are life skills that I'm looking at. Like, wow, you're amazing. You're helping. You're adding value to my life. That doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire, billionaire. You could be a millionaire, billionaire, and be
Exactly.
stupid as hell.
okay, so
Exactly.
Andrea faking because you could say all this building shit, but at the end of the day, what I am gonna tell you, Megan, we want to go to Philippe. So I'm not even gonna hold you. I want to go to
Mastros,
Mastros.
all of it.
Yeah,
All
like
of it.
I want to go to Mastros. It's my
All of it.
birthday. I want to go to what is it? Ocean Prom. Like
All of them.
I'm
All of
outside.
them.
Like I wanna wine and dine.
I feel like it's both.
please.
I feel like it's both. I
Yeah.
genuinely feel like it's both. Like I agree with what Megan's saying, but I also agree with what Sadia is saying. Like I really needed to be both. Like, for example, I didn't ask for this, and my current boyfriend was like, "Oh, like I'm gonna take your car for a car wash." So I'm thinking this man's gonna drive my car through the car wash. No, this man washed my car by hand, and I didn't ask for that.
And vacuum that shit.
Vacuum my car. That shit always dirty.
Like,
It's not always dirty, but come on. Come on.
but like these are
All
the
right, fellas.
things, right?
I give you
Like
a
you
little
do
chest
that
pain.
and
You
you could do the
okay?
other
You
stuff, right?
okay?
All right,
Give
fellas.
you
The
a little
ladies
chest
have
pain, but I'm gonna be
spoken.
there for you, boo. I love you. Like, come on.
The ladies have spoken. They want you to clean their car, get that shit washed, get the oil change done, put up a curtain, build a house, fix the plumbing, do the electricity,
Take us to
be 6
Mastros.
foot,
Take us
Right.
to Philippe's.
take him to Philippe's, take him on dates. All right, so I got a question for y'all. Are y'all willing to take that more masculine traditional man who's able to build things and fix things around the house and take your car, get an oil change and things like that, but he can only take you to Applebee's and he can only take you on trips that are inside the country, or the man who has the money to pay for all of that, you're not gonna see him fixing shit, but he'll get it done. But
I
he's
guess
able
I'm
to
dating a
take
unicorn because I can't
he's
answer
able to
this.
take you to those more expensive restaurants and those out of country trips. Which man are you choosing?
Who's going first? Because
I can't answer
Megan,
this
go
because
first.
I
Megan,
guess
go
I'm with a
first.
unicorn.
Megan, you go first because I know my answer.
okay, I'm 25
Yeah,
plus.
baby.
I don't go to Applebee's anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I'm 25 plus. Applebee's was cute when I was 18, 19, 21, 22. Okay,
It's
right?
cute as a little like late night meal.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
that
starving.
food is
It's
not
not
good
a
for you.
date, right?
I'm not
It's not a
putting.
date.
Yeah, it's not
It's
really
not a
that
date.
good.
And you ordering that to go.
My
Right.
stance on trips and stuff like that. I feel like you should not go OT. You should not go on trips with a man that you're not having sexual relationships with. If that
All right,
makes
well,
You're
hold
not
on.
sense. If
Before
you're
answering
all
the
not,
that,
if you're not fucking that man,
before
you
all
shouldn't
that,
go on
Megan, you're
vacation
not
with
answering the
them.
question.
yeah, which man are you choosing?
The one that could build you shit or the one that could take you to Mastros and Philippe?
I'm gonna choose the man that could build me shit.
I knew she was gonna say that. I'm taking a man that could take me to Mastros and Philippe and could pay for somebody to build my shit. Period.
Hold on.
I'm gonna choose the man that could build me some shit.
Nah,
But
nigga,
he's
you don't
taking
gotta
you to
build it.
Applebee's.
I don't want to go to Applebee's. I don't
He's
even want to
taking
go
you
to
there
TGI
because he don't got no
Fridays.
money. He taking you there.
He's
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna
all he
take
can
me there.
afford.
He's gonna take me to a
Olive
little
Garden.
Spanish taco
That's it.
spot.
Taking you to Fridays, baby.
He's not taking me there because I don't want to go there. We could go get some tacos. We could go get some other Jamaican food, some other type of $10,
The thing is, it's
$13
it's
food.
never going to be luxury with him. That's what I'm saying. It's never going to be luxury. Like y'all going to fucking like Miami all the time. Not the high end Miami, like the low end Miami.
But you know
Not
what?
the high-end
I'm not gonna
Miami.
allow that. I'm not gonna.
Right. Right.
Allow that. Like
What you
I
mean
come
not
with
gonna
my
You
allow
gonna
own.
that?
pay for it? So then
I
you
come
gonna
with
Yeah,
my
you paying
own
for it?
stuff. If he's treating me good, I come with my own. We not gonna live like that, boo. We not gonna live like that. Mm-mm. I'm okay. I'm okay.
So while
I'm
he
okay. I
building,
like what I
you
like.
paying.
And if I
All
love
right, so
you,
wait,
I
hold
don't
on,
care
Megan, you're
what it
dating the
is.
brokey. All right, cool. Next,
Yo.
That's
next,
crazy.
who wants to go next? What kind of
I
man you
went.
choosing?
You're the
Which one?
last one. Come on.
Hold on. Which one you
Because
choosing?
if you lie, I'ma smack you.
I feel like I don't really have to
virtually.
choose. Like I'm in a situation where I have both. That's why
Okay,
I'm
But
but
in
if
a
you had to
situation.
choose,
if you
If
didn't,
you
If I
yeah.
had
had
to
to
choose,
choose,
Mhm.
I'm going with Sadia. Same answer, Sadia. I'm
oh
going with the
damn, we
person who's
choosing
different.
money.
we
And
locked
the
in.
only
This
reason,
my good sis.
I know, no, because the only reason I say that is this, right? Coming from a Caribbean household, my dad happens to be like very handy. My dad's in construction, contracting the whole nine. And if I brought somebody home, if I called my dad on the phone and I'm in a relationship with somebody and I was like, yo, dad, I have a flat tire, da da da, he'd be like, why are you calling me? So the least that the guy I'm with has to do is be able to call to get it done. Because if I'm calling my dad can be like, it's clipped. So you have to be able to at least figure out how we're going to get it done, whether you could do it or not, if that makes sense.
And
That's
I
why
bet
could
you
go
thought I
with
was
the
gonna
answer.
choose the more expensive man.
No, I knew you was gonna choose the broke. I knew
Well,
you
I
was.
think you. I
No,
think you
but don't get
capping.
me
I don't
I
wrong.
think
can
I
you
tell
would
by
love
the
take
a
the
way the
man with
brokey.
conversation
money. I
has been
love a
going
man
that
with
you gonna
money.
choose the brokey.
No, I love a man with money, but it doesn't for me, it doesn't matter if you have money or not because I've been in situations like that and it's like, it's
Also, I'm not going to hold you. Guys with obsessive amounts of money come with a different set of rules. But I'm going to
yeah,
shut
they're
up.
crazy. They're fucking nuts. Like,
But
oh
I
my
want my
god.
man to be like, nah, I got it. Don't worry about
It's
it.
cool, but they come with a
They
different
come with a different set of rules.
Yeah,
a different
like
set of stuff
you
you got
have
to
to
put up
call
with.
me and this, that, and the third, and
It's not even
like
that.
I talk
It's
back, so I
it's
can't. I can't.
well
I feel
that what Megan is saying is that, but then it's also like you have to understand that if you're dating a guy of a certain level, then that means that you're putting up with other stuff you may not want to put up with, right? Because they have the means to, yes, provide and protect and do all things for you, but they also have the means to do that for another woman and maybe a third. So you have to be ready for that as well. And
Secret
I'm personally
families,
not
all
up for
types of
that.
stupid shit.
So
All
But
right.
I don't want no
So,
broke man.
all right. So
I
I
never
don't think
said I
any of y'all are
wanted a
dating
broke man. I
brokies.
want a man that could provide for me. You get what I'm
right.
saying? Like
All
we
right.
don't
So
have to go
hold
to
on.
Applebee's and roll up our sleeves. I want a man
I
that
got
can
a,
not
I
We're
got
provide
a
not
watching this
going
video.
to
shit.
Applebee's to eat though, baby.
We're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going.
We can't eat there. Like that shit make my stomach hurt.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? I eat a lot too.
Right.
Like
It's just
I
like
All
love
right.
Chipotle. Don't I love Chipotle.
I love
But
Chipotle too.
like, don't get me. I eat Chipotle today, and Andrea will tell you I eat Chipotle at least 3
She
times
eat
a week.
that multiple times a week.
Yeah,
However, if there was a continuous man in her life, she'd be like, "We're not doing this." She'd be like, "We're not doing this. What you here for? You're not adding value."
I can
You
eat Chipotle
just
by myself. I can eat
Right.
Applebee's by myself.
It's
What do I
cute maybe
need you
once a
for?
week.
you
It's
want a
cute
nice
once a
date.
week,
You
but
want a
right,
nice date.
right, right,
Like
right.
take me to
All
a
right.
new
Hold on.
experience.
Hold on. I got a video to play for y'all. We're gonna get into this real quick. It's
I'm
to
nervous.
continue the conversation.
I need to go this way.
All right.
No, but Megan, we need to be friends in real life.
Come on, let's go.
Right,
Where you
Megan, we're
from?
gonna
You
have to
from
talk after
DC?
this.
No,
You
I'm
from
from Long
DC?
Island. I'm
You
from
from
Long
Long
Island.
Island?
Yeah.
Girl, we going outside. I'm off this weekend, but next weekend I gotta
No,
work a
I
little
live
bit.
in
But
DC.
She lives in DC.
okay,
Can
so
y'all
hit
see
me
this?
when you in New York.
Okay. Yeah, we see it.
Y'all see it? All right. Oh shit.
This is like I'm not a
All right.
computer
So we
savvy
got this
person.
video. It's really about like this woman's preferences when it comes to like dating and shit like that. So I'm
This
gonna
is
play for
winter.
y'all. I'm play for y'all.
100% faithful to me, and he was everything that I asked for. He was funny, smart, successful, with a big dick.
Women be out here creating super niggas in their mind. They don't even be looking at the niggas right in front of them. That's the difference between men and women. We see you here. Right. Women down here think it's a unicorn nigga. Home digging, a lot of money. We can't have a lot of money. Nigga, right. Home digging, a lot of money.
I could have a man, and he was a
So that kind of plays on the preferences y'all told me about. This guy
I
that
just
you
feel like
want
our
is a
preferences are
unicorn,
justified.
ladies. This guy that you want is a unicorn. And I
Listen,
feel like what the guy said, you know, y'all be fucking creating this idea of like this super nigga in your head, and it's like, you know how rare he is, and what comes along with that. Like, does that ever cross your mind at all?
listen, I don't
No,
want to say I
that's a
agree with
no.
her, but you can have a man that provides all of that for you, and like I said, it might not be what's for you. It might not be that God wants you to be with that person. Unfortunately, you can have someone good looking, attractive, does everything you want, and then you're just like in the back of your head, you're like, "Yo, this is not my person." And God blesses you with someone else, and you're like, "This is my person." You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my take on it. That sis was saying that in the video. She was saying, "Oh, da da da. He gave me this, he gave me that," but that was my person. It's dudes that probably make just as much as me and more, and have been like, "Oh, we should be together because financially we're on the same level." Doesn't mean I like you. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Doesn't mean our personalities click. Doesn't mean we vibe together. Just because
But
we make
you're
just as
missing the
much.
point. It's the amount of requirements that you have for this man
And
coming
that
in.
man has requirements too. Because why are you talking to me?
But before we even get to that, like, you're not even like what he said. You're not looking at the dudes who are around you. you're just creating this idea of this man in your head, and you're not settling for anything less than that.
I'm looking at all of them. I'm looking at the one that's 6 feet. I'm looking at the one that is funny. I'm looking at the one that is for me, the person who draws me to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
I feel like
I'm looking at the one that draws my interest. The same way
like
men are looking at all women, and whoever draws their interest and time and mental and all that stuff, that's who they want to be with. Men are not that difficult. I'm sorry. Men are not that difficult. If a man wants you, he's going to want you. If he don't want you, he's going to treat you like he don't want you.
All right, let's keep going. What do you have to say on that, on the video?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm giving because it's like, I'll take somebody that's medium ugly. So it's like, I'm giving, you know?
But what about everything else?
I just want you to have money in the third leg. Like, that's it. Like, and treat me well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Love your mother. Like, you know, like, I feel like that's simple. Like, that's simple. That's not hard. Like, just be tall, a third leg, have money, and medium ugly.
Do you think that's the average guy, though?
I do. Well, no, because, you know, a third leg is real rare. I'll be honest with
It's
you.
a Wakanda forever.
Yo, like, that shit is rare. It's almost like, damn, I hate that for y'all. Like, y'all should get a check if y'all got a third leg.
And there's nothing you could do about it. It's just
really
either you're gifted or you're not.
But if I really fuck with you, I could fuck with you.
Emotion
So it's like, it's about the, I don't know about all that. It's about the vibe. It's about the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I vibe with you and it's like, you're still there with me financially, money is a big deal to me. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It's a big deal to me, but that's it.
She belongs to the streets.
All right, next.
That's not true.
Okay, so what do you say about she belongs to a street ass baddies? And I'm not gonna say bitches. Freaking, what's her name? Bow Wow's ex-girlfriend or whatever, ex-boo thing. She's with Future. She's with all high-end players. You get what I'm saying? Lori Harvey, she's with all high-end players.
She belongs to the streets.
Listen.
At the end of the day, she belongs to the streets, but that's who y'all want.
That's who y'all want.
We want to fuck, of course.
No, because men are in relationships with her. Men are in relationship. You know, she dated this dude, that dude, the other dude, and you still want her.
Y'all
because
okay
if that
with
was
it.
the case, if you didn't want her, you wouldn't be next in line. And so many times a dude could be like, "Oh, she belongs to the street. She's out with this dude. She's out with that dude." But doesn't mean you're not in her DMs. Like, yo, can I go hang out?
No, a lot of niggas would still cuff Lori Harvey. But let me tell you something. She's 25 right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's very young. So a lot of niggas are gonna say, "Yo, I want to make her my wifey." Let that be a 35-year-old Lori Harvey. They're not looking at her the same way. Guarantee.
Y'all still gonna be on her body.
Guarantee. Nope. Guarantee.
Bernice Burgos, that bitch, she's 42. Y'all still.
We'll revisit this in 10 years from now. I can guarantee it's not going to be the same. And if she doesn't actually find somebody to settle down with before 35,
you think it's slow for her?
Yeah. Let's Dre, do you have something to say on that, on the video?
I just feel like it's lies. I just feel like it's lies. We can sit here and say like, oh, it's all about money, money, money. We can say that, and like to a certain extent, I guess it is. But I just feel like what Megan said, if you're providing, then like that's really the extent of it. And if you're supposed to be with that person, then you're supposed to be with that person, and that's it. But at the same time, like I can sit here and say like the three females on this call, if we're requiring of a certain person, but to have certain things, it's 9 times out of 10 because we already have it on our own without you. So does that not make us entitled to have it from the person that we're with?
It does, but it puts you at a disadvantage, honestly.
I always say that before I was in a relationship, I always said that like the older I got, the smaller the dating pool was for somebody to have the same that I have.
Yes.
I always said
Very
that.
true.
The older I get, the less it is. Because I'm always going to elevate, so I don't know what y'all doing.
Because a woman is never going to accept less than what she already has. For instance, if you have a woman who makes $1 million, she's a millionaire. She's never going to date that fine McDonald's worker guy, right? Flip the situation around. You have a guy who's a millionaire. He meets a female McDonald's worker, and she's feminine, she's supportive, she's inspirational, she's beautiful. He most likely will take a chance on her. And
yeah, because guys don't require the same things that a female will require. A girl could still live at home. A girl can have no car. A girl can have way less than a guy has. That's not the expectation. 9 times out of 10.
That's why your career and the amount of money you make actually hurts you when it comes to dating. Because as you make more money, your standards go up. And as your standards go up, you actually limit the dating pool to the most high value men.
You got a buzzer that says BFFR? Okay, because if we really want to go there,
let's go there.
Men don't value, I'm not going to say men don't value education because you're a Black educated guy. I'm going to put that out there. But I feel like females are more focused on education, I guess. That's the word for it. Females are
on career and education.
Yeah, education driven. Not every guy is going to be like, okay, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to do this. There are very much so many Black educated men, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like females have more of a pull in a direction with being in education, whatever it be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to go get that bachelor's. They're going to go get that master's. They're going to go get that PhD. Doesn't mean a man is, I'm a PhD. Pushing in that way. You get what I don't know. But pushing in that way, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, let's be FFR. What is it? Be fucking for real? Yeah. Let's get to that. Cause it's like, yeah, women, majority of women, I'm gonna say 85, 95%, they're more so focused on their education. They're more so focused on getting that bag. They're more so focused on making 80 plus. You get what I'm saying? And then some men are just like, okay, I still don't know what I want to do, or I'm in my field, I'm making good money, but I'm not focusing on education. I'm focused on getting money different ways. And that's what it is. There's more women in this world. And number two, more women are focused on education. So if you have a degree, of course you're going to make more money. You get what I'm saying? If you're not really a book smart person.
I see what you're saying. But that goes back to the whole, your career actually hurts you when it comes to finding a good man, because you already have high standards as a woman when it comes to height and looks and things like that. And then when you put
there's more women than men.
There's more women than men. And when you put the factor in that men will date down 9 times out of 10, and you're also putting off marriage and prioritizing relationships until your late 30s.
I never said late 30s.
Oh, okay.
We could be 30s, early 30s,
or late 20s, early 30s, whatever. That's when women typically tend to prioritize relationships, and most men probably won't even have it figured out by then.
Everybody has somebody.
I disagree with that. That's not our culture. That is 100% not our culture at all. If some guy came around when we were in our early 20s and they had it all together, which usually if we're talking about a guy of the same age as us, if a guy came around when I was in my early 20s, earlier, whatever, 25 and younger, let's say, and they had it all together and they said, here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the 3 Ps. You don't have to worry about anything. Whatever, you want to go to school, cool. I would have been like, cool, I'm chilling. You got it. But that's not the case. Y'all are not looking to marry in your early 20s. So neither are we.
You didn't prioritize the relationship when you were in your mid 20s.
I 100% would have. No guy is let me rewind. I'm not gonna say no guy. Majority of guys are not prioritizing that in the early 20s anymore.
They can't. All. They shouldn't.
Why is that?
They shouldn't, because men do not hit their financial prime until 35 and up. On average,
so
most men do not hit the financial prime until they're in their late 30s.
Right, but then wait. But if we're going with what you're saying, right? Then let's talk about the guys who be like, "Oh, no women want to build with us."
I don't think women should build with men. I'm 100% with that. I don't think women should build with men.
I'm just saying there are guys out there who are like, "Oh, girls don't want to build with us. They want us to be fully ready and have this, that, and the third in our bank accounts, and et cetera, et cetera."
Why do you have to?
Yeah, we do, because y'all wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there in the early 20s.
But that still doesn't negate the fact that you don't prioritize relationships.
I would prioritize a relationship if a male was also going to prioritize a relationship, but they weren't. So why should we?
But,
How
all right.
could we?
So the reason why you did not prioritize relationships in your mid-20s was because of this one reason right here. You were not going to date a man who was 35 and up in your mid-20s.
Incorrect. I was incorrect.
I like them
Incorrect.
old.
Right.
Okay.
So wait,
Incorrect.
okay. So let's real quick. I want to wrap this up real quick. Would you in your mid-20s were you guys prioritizing relationships by dating men 35 and up? Let's go around real quick. Megan, go first.
Oh my God, there's always me go first. You know what I'm gonna say? In my mid-20s, have I dated a couple people that were a little bit older than me, like that 35 plus? Yeah, but I wasn't ready. I'm not gonna lie, I was not ready. Like in my early 20s, if I was talking to someone or dating someone that age, I was like, I still have time. I'm not ready for whatever you're ready for. I'm not doing that. But
All right, cool.
She belongs to the streets.
Next.
I'm not gonna hold you. I've been career driven, so
You agree?
what?
that you're that I wasn't dating somebody 35 up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I would
You
date
would or
someone.
no, were you prioritizing relationships in your mid-20s by doing
No,
that?
I'm saying I'm agreeing. No, I wasn't. Like
I
was.
wasn't.
You
I
weren't
was.
you weren't doing that.
No, I was not prioritizing
Okay.
relationships. I was more so focused on myself.
I was
She
focused on
belongs to the
myself.
streets.
All right.
I don't
Wow.
belong to the
Dre.
streets. I don't agree with that sound, sir.
I was
don't
not
like
belonging
that.
to the streets. I was
Like,
belonging to the
yeah.
books and prayer. Like, what are you talking about?
You guys did not prioritize relationships. You figured that you had time.
But he wasn't prioritizing that either. He was prioritizing.
But you weren't
she's
looking
young
at
and
men
pretty.
who were in their late 30s.
I don't know about late 30s.
You said
lost me with that one.
mid-30s, sir.
You said mid. Now you're
Okay,
going late.
mid-30s to late 30s. I mean, a man hits his financial prime on average after 35. So he could well be into his late 30s.
Oh my God.
And that's the whole thing. You guys, there's something wrong with the stigma behind age gap dating. Like a
I
man
have to
who's
pray for him to
a
hit
man,
the
a man,
lotto.
a man who's 35 could well enough date a woman who's 25. Like, why is there something wrong with that? If she prioritized family and marriage, that's the perfect man for her to look for.
It's a little weird.
I disagree.
It's a little weird. Because think
Why is
about
that
it.
weird? Why is that weird?
Because if you really think about it, you 6 years to 10 years older than me and you want to deal with me. And I'm kind of weird. In my head, what I'm going to be thinking, my first thought is going to be like, what's wrong with you? If you're 35 plus and you have no kid and, you know, whatever, now you're looking for marriage, I'm kind of going to be like, I'm not going to say what's wrong with you, but I'm kind of going to think that. And
I'm gonna just think
because he likes younger women.
What do you have in common with her? What are your conversations like? What are y'all really talking about?
She talking about Glorilla. You talking about some DMX.
Life
like
how you have. Like, no, she's talking about Glorilla. You talking about Tony. Like,
yeah, like it's a different time.
She
you was walking, talking, breathing when
Girl
she was
Trip,
just born.
you quoting Best Man. Like, it's just.
Hold on. Let's keep this quick. Dre, what do you have? What's your thoughts on that?
I disagree. Because, okay, right. So I'm 27 now. And I just feel like when I was like 20, whatever, 24, 25, even 26, I was talking to guys who were 33, 34, 32. So like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like I wasn't prioritizing relationships, but they also weren't either.
Why are you that old?
If you're not prioritizing relationships, I'm gonna continue doing what I need to do for myself.
I love how me and Megan in the red flags, and she just saying everything green.
Why you don't have a wife?
She's in the relationship.
Hold on.
Megan, she's in the relationship.
Megan, to be fair, one of them had a kid, and that was like, but the most I'll do is one. So there was something. Like, it wasn't like they were sitting there and they was a perfect man, no kids, There was something.
Listen,
but
I
they
agree
also
with
weren't
Cardi.
ready to be in a relationship.
If you date a man with a kid, I definitely don't want a guy with a kid, because it's kind of like, I don't have a kid, so I want our kid to be our first experience. But if you date a man with a kid, we're gonna have to have 2 kids. I'm sorry. I'm not being petty. I'm sorry. But Cardi B, look at Cardi B.
Yeah.
He got 5 kids. He got 4 kids.
Right.
You got 2 kids by the same baby mother, and you're married. Like, that's a goal. You get what I'm saying? He got mad kids, but still, like, you the wife.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That goes back to what I was saying. A man with kids doesn't really affect him getting women because as long as he provides for them, it only really affects him getting women if he doesn't provide for his kids.
But it affects it because listen, now you're splitting your bread. 4 kids.
Yeah, but if he has,
but he has
the money for it, it's not gonna matter.
4 kids is like, damn, bro, you really got to
look
work
at
hard.
Nick Cannon. This nigga has like 12 kids.
Nick Cannon's a billionaire. That don't count.
He's been working.
He's not
since
a billionaire.
young.
He's a millionaire.
We're not talking about a regular guy.
He's working
who
since
got
young.
10 kids.
He got enough to take care of them 12, 14 kids.
Right.
And he's sick, so he know what he doing. He procreating. He trying to be
But
father
that's what
time.
I'm saying. Like a man with kids, as long as he can take care of them and show you that he can take care of kids in the future, it's actually a plus for him going forward. You know, they see that as like, oh, he takes care of his kids. He's a good father. He's there. Da da da. Oh, he might be that to my kid as well. So
I would hope
it's not a negative.
I would hope
that. Exactly.
But hopefully we don't cross that bridge and you just take care of my kid and it's your kid too.
And that's
like, I don't want you to tell me how I need to change diapers. I don't want you to tell me what you did with your first baby mom and your first kid. Like, we need to experience this together. We need to get out the mud together. Like, we need to figure this out together at the same time. You're not gonna tell me, well, my baby mom used to use Aquaphor. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear any of that. We're gonna experience it together. I don't care if you got siblings, nephew, nieces. No, like we're gonna figure this out together. Like,
all right. So we're at the end of the show now. I'm gonna flip it onto you. Do you ladies have any questions for me?
Yes. You would date a woman with kids?
Oh, one mic.
All right, go. You would date a woman with kids?
Would I date a woman with kids?
Yes, sir.
Not seriously, but I would date her.
So
I need you to answer the questions from the beginning that you asked us.
Why you can't date a woman with kids?
But would she like? Do you mean like as my girlfriend, or we're just
as your wife?
All that.
As my wife, a woman with kids? Why would I sign up for a polygamous relationship?
Because she's motherly. She know how to take care of kids. She know how to.
Why would I sign up for a polygamous relationship that I didn't start?
Wow,
he's wild. Okay,
but we have to accept that. Okay. All right. Next. What's your name? What's your age? What's your profession?
We need the stuff you asked in the beginning.
Oh, you want me to do an introduction? All right. Mm-hmm. My name is Will White. I'm 28. I have a bachelor's degree in information science and computer science. Relationship status, single. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
You sure it's not as complicated?
Right.
I don't use terms like that. Like that's a difference between like men and women. Like
you're not fucking nothing.
We don't tend to use terms like that.
You're not fucking nothing. You're not fucking nothing.
But I'm single.
All right, but you're not fucking nothing.
But I'm single.
You don't have
and
a boo?
I'm a man of God.
You don't have a boo that pull up on you?
I'm a man of God.
It's prayer only.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah,
nah,
it's complicated. Like
it's giving situationship.
Right.
I'm a man of God.
Mm-hmm. It's giving shorties coming over after.
Right.
It's
drink that drink.
Somebody's gonna be mad at this podcast.
Right.
Okay. My question is this: what do you feel like a woman has to bring to the table for you personally to get into a relationship with them?
Well, I like that.
Ooh, you know, somebody asked me that before. She just has to find ways to add value to my life. Like,
what's the value?
Beauty.
What's the way to add value?
So, all right. So let me say beauty, sex, and femininity. I expect that off rip. Like if you don't have that, you don't even like make it to the girlfriend kind of phase, you know? So that's borderline. And then you have to come into my life and figure out certain areas where you could add value. So if you see that I'm like a messy person, maybe you'll want to clean up. Or if you see that I'm on my journey of like fitness and I need a strict diet like that, maybe you could come in and cook. But
or buy you KFC.
it all depends on like which areas am I lacking in and how you can add value to that.
Okay, so how are you adding value to the female's life that you choose to be
The
in a
three
relationship
P's.
with?
The 3 Ps.
So you doing all of that. You opening doors,
3 Ps, of
paying for
course.
stuff, all of that.
Taking a bullet for her.
All right, so
I don't even believe that.
me either.
You about to be like, girl, you
Communication,
better sit your ass on the
communication,
sidewalk.
money, height, and we're gonna say weight.
Oh,
Communication, height. No, yes. Communication, money, height, and weight. What's your
Yep.
3? What's your top 3? In what order?
Communication, money, height, and weight.
Yeah, because you put height. I mean height and looks together. So I'm putting height and
Yeah.
weight together. Mhm.
Well, I mean, looks would have to be, so I'm going to encompass like weight and height together as like looks. She has to be beautiful to even like for me to even notice her, you know?
So
So
that's
if
number 1.
she doesn't even have that, yeah, I mean, that's going to be number 1. Everything else, and I would say femininity is kind of more important than anything else. So
So if
and
she's just a
that
crappy
that
communicator, you
encompasses,
don't care. You still gonna wife her up.
if she's a what?
If she's a crappy communicator, that don't matter. You just still gonna wife her up off of number 1, which is
What's
looks
a
and
crappy
femininity.
communicator?
Like she can't talk to you. Y'all always fighting. She can't express her feelings to you. She's not emotionally intelligent. All those things. She can't communicate with you. Point blank. Period. That doesn't matter. That's out the window
I
because
feel like
she's cute.
that encompasses femininity. So under femininity, you have to be agreeable. You have to be inspirational.
Femininity wasn't an option. Like this is
I
my thing
know.
about you. I
I
feel like
know.
you talk in circles, and I don't like that. Like that wasn't an option. Like what I said. Like let's stick to
Just
what
rate
I
it.
said.
Rate it out for Sadia. Rate it
Yeah,
out.
like
Just
let's
rate it
stick to
out.
what I
I
said.
heard
Stop
what you
adding
said, but
stuff.
communication
Stop adding stuff.
wouldn't
We
even
didn't
be on the
add
list.
things. We didn't
Okay,
add
wait.
things.
we
You
was
gave
on
us a
task.
list,
We
and
was
we
on
answered the
task.
list. Answer the
We
list,
was on
please.
task.
Like stop
But
adding shit.
that's the thing.
She said.
Your
She
list is going
said.
to be
Wait.
different
Look.
than a man's list. Like those things
Okay.
don't
Okay.
really
Wait.
apply to
So
me.
how would you rate it still? So she said weight, looks, communication, and you
Money,
said money. And you
money.
said
That's it.
you didn't say
Her
something.
money
Okay.
doesn't matter to me at all.
I said in order 1, 2, and 3. What's the most important and the least important? Same
That's
question
bottom
you
of the
asked her.
barrel. So what's
Yeah.
1 and 2? Money is
Same
bottom of the
question you
barrel.
asked
So
her.
what's 1
You
and what's
said
2?
looks is number 1. So what's next? Communication and money. Money and communication. What's next?
In that case, I would put communication second,
Okay.
and then
So
money
money
last.
doesn't matter.
But what if Shorty
Money
had no
doesn't matter.
money and you had to pay for everything? You would be tight. You would be
I would
real
be paying
upset.
for everything regardless.
Yeah, but you want a girl who's at least gonna be like, okay, babe, I'm
I
gonna
got it
bring
this
a
time.
little,
No, not
Right.
necessarily.
something. I'm
No,
gonna add
not
a
that's
tip
what
or
y'all, and
something.
this is where y'all get it fucked up. We really don't care about y'all money. We don't
Okay,
care
so
about
let
your
me put it this
education.
way.
We don't care about your money because it's not our money. Your money is typically your money, and my money is our
It's
money.
But
ours.
you don't want
You
a
feel
girl that's
me?
It's
gonna run your
ours.
pockets. You don't
So
want a
your
girl
Right.
that's
money
running
really
pockets.
doesn't matter
I
at the end of
agree.
the
I
day.
agree with you, Will. However, you would date a shorty who had nothing, who could never be
No, because you're
Nothing.
gonna
for
be
a
like,
birthday and give you
As long
something
as she was
nice.
feminine and beautiful, as long as she was feminine and beautiful,
You
that's
lying.
So
that's
if she
all I
handed
need.
you a card with nothing and was like happy birthday, you'd be cool with that?
Yes, I don't
No,
even
you
ask
would
for things
not.
on
No,
my
you would
birthday.
not. No, you
Lying.
would
No, you would
not.
not.
No,
So
you
you
would not.
taking
No,
us
you would
out
not.
to eat on your
You
birthday?
don't want no girl with no job.
Wait,
You
wait,
taking
wait,
us
wait,
out to
wait,
eat
Do you
on
know?
wait,
your
wait,
birthday?
wait, wait,
Do you know
wait,
what I
wait.
love
Hold on.
most
Let me
about gifts?
rewind.
Do you know
Let
what
me
I love
rewind.
most about gifts?
What?
I love gifts that aren't superficial, like that don't come from a
So that are
store.
more meaningful.
Exactly. So like
Okay. So with that being
literally,
said,
no, wait, hold
right?
on.
If she had
Literally,
nothing and you took her
yes,
from her
nothing,
parents' home,
nothing.
you'd be
She
okay
can give
with
me,
that.
she
Like,
can give me a loving handwritten card, and of course, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna want sex at the end of the day.
Oh my god.
If she
So she's
does
a
that,
prostitute. She's selling coochie.
now
She's
she's
sucking
a
good dick.
prostitute.
That's all she doing.
If the only thing she's giving
No,
you
she's
coochie,
not.
that's not adding value to your life.
She's sucking good dick.
oh.
She got
Wait, I
Sucking
have a
big
question.
dick.
I have a question. Wait. I have a question that we have to get to because this matters. This matters in what Will is saying since we're flipping
Yeah.
the questions. Will, what's your type and what race do you usually date or go after?
That was gonna be my
Okay.
next question.
You're not gonna explain.
That was gonna be my next question.
BFFR.
You giving white girls.
You know I'm your friend, so I know your type. So come.
Yeah, he giving white girls. He don't like us.
Nah,
Stop,
yo, that's
stop. No, I
crazy.
want
I
to hear.
love
I want
black
to hear
women.
it.
I
wanna
love
hear
black
it, for
women.
real.
Do you?
I do, but they
He
have
likes
to be
slimmer
fit.
women. I'm gonna say that.
He
They
like
have
what?
to be fit.
He likes slimmer women. I think that's my
They have
preference.
to be
I
fit.
mean, that's
They
my
don't have
take.
to be. They don't have to be slim, but they have to be fit.
I've
Like,
never seen you with a thick woman ever since we've been young. I've never seen you with a thick woman.
yeah,
He likes slender women, like petite, slender women.
Yeah.
Can
I
I?
like
Can
fit
I?
Does the
women.
woman
I
have to be
agree.
shorter than
He
you?
does like black girls.
And
He does
I
like
love
black girls.
natural. I love like
Does the
a
woman have
woman
to be
who's just
shorter than you?
natural.
Huh?
Does she
Does
have
she
to
have
be shorter than me?
than you? Yeah.
No, she can be taller than me. I'm perfectly
I
fine with
never
that.
seen you with a tall girl. I don't know. He likes slender girls though. If you're a thicker woman, I don't think you like me being your friend. I don't
What's
think you like
slender? What's
thicker
slender?
women.
Like let's say a range.
He like
Yeah.
a 120 less than that. He like slim women. You get what I'm
Like a
saying?
size 4 or
110,
less. Like a size
He
4 or
likes
less.
slim women. He likes slim
Oh,
women.
you
Or
want a
less.
skinny girl?
Like since we've been young, I've never really seen him with a thicker woman. You know what I mean? I've seen him with slender women. Like the type of women you go for, they could be a little thick, but they gotta be 110, 120. He likes slim women.
So size 4 or less.
That's my take on it.
That's
That's
what's
my
giving.
take that I think.
Size
Black
4 or
women,
less.
yes.
think-
He's smiling, so he agreed. He like he
First of
happy
all,
you
I
take
love
that
all
up.
women. I
Alright,
love all women, but they
girl.
just have to be fit and natural. That's really
It ain't
what
fit.
I go
It's
for.
slender. It's very slender. What's the word for it? Slender. And when I mean
Slim.
slender,
Slim.
maybe a Lululemon type of girl, like you know.
I see what you put in
It ain't a Nike type of girl. It's a Lululemon. It's a slender.
It's a Lululemon type of girl. It's an
It's
aloe
100,
yoga.
110,
It's an aloe
120.
yoga type of girl. I got it.
If she
It's
eat
not
her
us.
rice and beans, I don't know. He not with that.
So let me
She
get this
not eating
straight.
Chipotle.
Let me get this straight. Let me get
She's
this
not
straight.
eating Chipotle. She eating.
Let me get this
She's
straight. Let
eating
me get this
kale.
She eating salad.
It's salad.
Yeah.
Not even with
Wait,
the
wait,
just-
wait, wait. Wait. This is my personal last question. That being said, right? So, well, I know you happen to be of Caribbean descent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most women of Caribbean descent have a little body, right?
Deep.
So with that being said, and if you're talking about femininity and 9 times out of 10, that woman's gonna cook for you, which means she's not really gonna be aloe yoga Lululemon. So I'm just wondering how does this go together? How does this
Correlate.
go together? How does this mesh?
I ain't never seen you with thick shorty.
He don't want his mama. That's why.
So wait, what are you saying? Like I can't.
Shorty.
I'm not saying you can't.
I can date outside of my race.
We know.
So you prefer out of your race?
We know.
I prefer black women, but I also like all women.
I feel like that's a maturity thing. I feel like now you prefer black women. Back then, maybe
I've always preferred black women. Always.
Over Caribbean
You giving
women?
white women vibes.
I wouldn't violate him like that. I would say he likes a lighter.
violate
I like
girl,
white women
but I don't
too.
know.
I like all women. Like, yo, what you gotta understand, going back to what Megan said, men are very simple. As long as she's beautiful, fit, and provides that femininity, it doesn't really matter what race she
I
is.
don't know if she really fit. I'm thinking back. I'm thinking she's a little slender. She's a little slender. I don't know. All the women I've seen, I feel like they're very slender. And there's nothing wrong. That's your preference. As long as they're black, I'm cool with it.
Wait. I'm lying. I have one more question. So, well, you say you're 28, right? Correct?
Yeah.
In your adult life,
mm-hmm.
your adult side of your life, so after college, let's say.
I feel like 25 and under. I mean, 25 and over. That's your adult life.
Fine.
Okay.
What were the characteristics that draw you to the women that you were drawn to, whether that was a relationship? I'm lying. I only want to know about relationship. I don't really care about situationship and hookup. I don't really care about that. What drew you to women that you felt like you wanted to be in a relationship with them? Like
that's crazy.
You saw them off first rip.
Like,
looks and femininity all over again.
Well,
like,
what about them? Like, what about them? He was like, ooh, like she's
like they were able to listen. They didn't get offended when I said, yo, we gotta go do this right now. Like, yo, I need you to stop doing that. Like, yo, you can't go out like that, or yo, we got to
But
go
they
home. Like we
respecting
got to
you.
get out of
They
here.
basically put respect on your name.
Do you feel like you like a more
Exactly.
submissive woman?
Of
That was gonna be my next
course, we
question.
don't want to
Oh my
argue.
god.
We don't want to fucking argue with you. That's why I said, like, why would a man have to come and handle you? We
But
don't
I
want to
feel like,
do
but I
that.
feel like this.
You're
But I
around
feel like
nothing but
this.
strong women,
I
so I
feel
don't
like
even understand this, but okay.
But I feel
I
like
need
this,
to be
right?
handled.
I feel like this. The three
Well,
of
good
us.
luck.
I'm gonna just
I
speak for
ain't,
the
I
three
ain't
of
handling
us
nobody.
on our own, right? Because we're these independent women who have all these things going for us. We're strong, point blank, period. So if you're not stronger than me and you're not able to be like, babe, I got it, and I'm be like, oh,
Right.
okay. If
I
you
feel
can't
like
do
a
that
man
and
has
I
to
trust
bring
you,
out
I
your
don't want
submissive
it.
side. A
Right.
man has to bring out
Exactly
your
what
submissive
Megan's
side.
saying.
For you to
Exactly
talk
what
and for
Megan's
me to be like,
saying.
okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Right.
I need you to be that leader. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like if you're not that leader, I'm not listening to you. I'm
Right.
You
listening
gotta
to
be like,
Alright,
yo,
myself
I
so
and
got
God.
it. I
Because
got
they'll lead
it.
you into the dark.
all right, go ahead. Say your
Otherwise.
point. Say your point. One mic. Say your
That's
point.
it. That was our point. We
That's
was all
it.
agreeing.
All right.
Yeah.
So what I would say, so going back to how men are becoming more feminine, right, and sassy, blah blah. On the other end of that, women have gotten more masculine when it comes to
Why is
dating.
that?
Because you're not bringing out our soft, submissive side.
Taking my side.
No. It's because it goes back to your careers and your
Why?
education.
No, it does not go
No,
back to
let me finish. Let me
in my
finish.
career, I have to be submissive as hell. I have to shut my mouth. You get what I'm saying? And it's
Let me
just
finish.
like,
Let me finish. This is where you kind of get it wrong. When you're working for somebody, you're ultimately being told what to do by another person. So by default, you kind of have to enter your masculine. Whatever. I'm not faulting any women for that, but by default, you have to enter your masculine. And when you come home to your man, it's not going to be easy to turn that off. So it's conditional, right? But when a man goes out there, he gets it, and he's more masculine in his career, it actually benefits him, and it actually benefits him when he's at home because he's in his masculine energy. But it hurts women,
I don't
right?
know. I just feel like if you're a great leader,
How
I'm gonna listen
so?
to you. If you're
And
not
then
gonna
and
stray
then
me,
now we
I
get
and I
now we
trust you, I'm gonna listen to you. Like
and
if
now
you
we
tell
get
me
to
go
now we get
right,
to the whole new dating phase of women where they're starting to say that their femininity is conditional. I need you to be hyper masculine to bring out my feminine side. And it's like, no, I don't want to have to deal with that when I could just deal with the feminine women
It's
who's
not
feminine
necessarily
off
hyper
rip,
masculinity. It's not necessarily hyper
yeah, but you know
masculinity
what? You can
though.
say you
but
want to
it's
deal
still
with the
conditional
feminine
femininity.
women.
Like you're not feminine off rip. You're more masculine off rip.
You can say you want to deal with the feminine women, but sometimes the feminine women don't don't relate to you, don't understand the things you understand, and you have
But
to
we
sit there and
don't we don't
explain it to
really
them.
need you to. We don't need you to. We
No, but you
already
need someone to understand the things you're going through or whatever, because it's like then that comes back to compatibility. You could be with the feminine woman, but if she doesn't understand your culture, if she doesn't understand, what you go through in a daily or whatever, then it's kind of conflicting. Okay,
that's where y'all got it fucked up again, because there's a whole bunch of men who are literally willing to date a Dominican woman who don't speak a lick of English and be fucking happy with her. So
That's
that's where
because
y'all
she
got it
can't
fucked
argue
up. We
back with
don't
you.
really
Cause
need
she
y'all to
can't talk
relate.
back.
and then how does that go?
Right.
And then how does that go when you're tired of using Duolingo? Like I don't
But
understand.
that's what I'm
Rosetta
saying.
Or
Stone.
Like
Google
we
Translate.
don't really need that in our lives. As long as she's peaceful and she adds value to our lives in different areas, why the fuck we don't need her to talk back? Like that's not
Humans
what
are
we want.
complex, and it's like you're saying it like, okay, I'm cool with that, but like after a while, you're gonna be like, bro, like
Right.
I don't
I'm
know. It's just
tired of
Nah,
I
this.
have a lot of male
nah.
friends, and I feel like they say the same shit as you. So I feel like I'm aggressive by nature. I don't know if it's because I'm a New Yorker or whatever the case may be. So I try to tap into my soft girl era, but at the same time, I feel like Megan said, you have to bring it out of me.
You have to
Like
bring it out of me.
I
You have
can't
to bring it out of me. If
like
you're a
I'm
natural
gonna try to
born
fix the
leader, you're gonna tell
situation.
me to go right, and I'm gonna go right. You're gonna tell me to shut up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna shut up.
I'm gonna shut
But
up,
I'm gonna shut up. That's
All
it.
right,
but you
so
gotta
You're gonna
tell me
tell
to
me
shut up.
something, and I'm gonna take that into consideration. I'm gonna be like, okay, damn, I fucked up. But like, you know what I mean? But if you're someone who's like, you're not a natural born leader, the best way to figure out whether a guy is a leader, go on vacation with him. Go on vacation with him. You'll know if he's a leader, because y'all in a space that y'all never been before, and it's like, if I can't trust you to get me from point A to point B, or you don't know any direction or any type of life skills, that's how you gonna know. That's how you gonna know.
All right, but
But if you're with a
all that shit
natural,
is temporary. All that shit is temporary. Him
but if
going
you're
on
with a
vacation
natural
and
born
being a
leader,
leader on vacation
you're
is
gonna problem
temporary.
solve. That's the biggest thing. I want you to problem solve. I don't want to be the problem solver.
But
I want to
what
be
I'm trying to
submissive. I
say
want
is
you to
that
problem
if
solve. I have a problem. Can you fix it for me, babe? Like,
yo, Megan, chill. All right, what I'm trying to say is that if you don't, the fact that you're more masculine, you're not giving the man opportunity to bring out his masculinity because you're so masculine off rip. You see what I'm saying? You're not allowing him to. You're not allowing him to show you that he could be masculine because you're not able to be in your feminine. You need to be in your feminine for him to show you that he could be that masculine provider.
okay, so you want to talk? You want to talk, Sadia? You can talk.
Can I just give an example?
I'm gonna give an
Okay,
example too. So go ahead.
real quick, because I know you want to wrap us up. So, like, my situationship, first time we ever like went somewhere together, the both of us were confused as fuck. We could not find the fucking Airbnb we were staying at. So I'm like, no, babe, I think it's here. He literally said, no, Sadia, it's not here. We need to go here because this looks like this. I shut the fuck. You, you got it, babe. Wherever you saying we going. So where we need to go? Like, but I gave my suggestion. As soon as he said to me, he said I got it without saying I got it. So because you're basically leading us and you're leading the situation, I'm done. It's clipped. I have nothing else to say. My man got it.
But
And
that
that's
depends
And
on
we
the type
want
of
and
that.
man
that's
We
you
want that.
are.
all we need.
We're
That
not trying to
depends on the
downplay that. We
type of
want
man
that,
you
right?
are, right? That all depends on the type of man you
We
are.
want that. We don't want to downplay
Yeah.
that.
Right.
We know that y'all want that. What I'm saying is that you don't give the average man the opportunity to show you that is
But
what I'm
she's
saying. And
giving you an example that she gave
so many
that.
men are becoming feminine and they want to go 50-50 with you. They want to fucking partner. They want to try to build with you. It's because you're like people
I
are
disagree.
not
I
showing them
disagree.
or not giving them the opportunity to be masculine.
That's not
I
true.
disagree.
From the very first day I go on a date with you, I know whether you're going to be that guy or not.
That's exactly
because you're gonna plan the date, you're gonna follow up and be like, oh, just confirming we're gonna be here. You're gonna offer to pick me up, whether I say yes or no. You're gonna open the door. You're gonna pay without hesitation. There's gonna be signs that you're that guy or not. Point blank.
exactly
Period. From the jump.
Period.
From the jump.
That's exactly what I
From
was
the
gonna say.
jump.
A date
And if
will
you're
tell
not
you all
doing
you
those
need to
things from
know.
the jump, I'm be like, this. I got it. I'm the leader in this situation.
You're the leader. If I go on a date with you, you're not opening the door for me, the date is over. I like for every door I go through, a man's opening the door for me. If we go on a date and you don't even have manners or consideration to be like, hey, let me walk on the outside so you walk on the inside. Let me open the door for you. Let me do certain things. Oh, you want to do GPS? You want me to do GPS? I got this. Okay, we don't know where we're going. We're going to the city, but I know where the place is. Let's look for it. I'll show you. Let me walk in front of you so I know where to find the place. If you don't have basic life skills like that, I already know I'm taking over the relationship. You my bitch now. I'm taking over.
I agree with all that. So a man should do all that, and that's why this podcast.
But we're gonna give you that opportunity on that date to figure that out.
If you fail, you failing for life.
If you fail, you failing for life. I'm the man. Get out of here.
Hold on. So all those things are very good qualities, and I do believe that men should do all of those things when it comes to relationship and dating, so forth, right? But the issue is that young men are told that women are equal to men. So we're growing up thinking that, okay, this woman has her own money. She's on par with me. She should be able to kind of take care of herself and do all this type of shit for herself. When the truth is, y'all don't even want to be doing that shit. So that's where the kind of the confusion comes from, because we're being told this lie that y'all are equal, y'all are independent, y'all are getting y'all money, y'all are doing this, y'all can provide for yourselves, y'all can protect yourselves. And the reality is you don't want to be doing that. And nobody's really telling men that, hey, yo, even though she says that, you need to fucking step up in this way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. And you need to take time to build yourself to become that man before you even approach these women. Nobody's telling men that. They're just telling them, yo, women are equal to men. And they're in their mind, they're going, okay, so she's able to build with me, when in reality, she doesn't want to fucking build with you.
We're doing it because we have to. If you come into my life and tell me you don't got to do that, I got you. You got me. and I'm
I'm giving it all up. Point blank.
Yeah.
Period. I'm the type that's gonna give it all up.
Too. That's what
If
I'm
you
doing.
say- if you
girl
say-
era.
I'm
Like,
blaming the
Right.
women from back in the day.
my man.
I'm blaming the women from back in the days because if you really backtrack stuff, first of all, women were at home chilling, cleaning the house, taking care of the kids. Who was fighting for our rights? I don't want these rights. Like I want to be at home watching Netflix.
First
Who
of
is
all, our
fighting for
rights
these
aren't
rights?
even the same. We make sense
work.
compared to the male dollar. So we're not even
Baby,
equal
I gotta
yet.
get a baby.
We're not even equal yet.
That's a myth, but we can get
Who
into
was
that
fighting for this? I wanted to be home with the kid cleaning the crib watching Netflix.
later.
Who was
All right.
fighting for our rights to be like, yeah, let's get our women's rights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it
the
was good
feminists
because
were.
like I could talk now, but like still, you know.
The feminists definitely were. But all right, so this is gonna wrap up the episode, and I want to get your opinions, thoughts on the episode. What you guys think? Rated at 1 out of 10. Megan, you want to go first? How'd you like the podcast?
I'm gonna give it a 10 because I felt like we got to it.
Obviously, I'm next because that's the order we've been going in. I'm gonna give it a 10. I feel like it was great energy with everyone. Like Megan, of course, my good sis, but like it was great energy with everyone.
I rate it a 10 as well. I feel like we were all like a good mix. We were all on the same level. We all on the same type of time. I'm here for it. I'm here.
And
for
it was
peace and women.
respectful. That's all we need. Respectful communication.
Right.
That's it. All right. So to wrap this up, guys, thank you for watching the episode. This is the Black Diamond Pod. Remember, I want to hit my goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe to the video and like the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me at Black Diamond Pod on Twitter and on Instagram. And we are out of here.